shit.
Oh, man, I had one too. That's fucking silly of us.
Yep, you ready? We can do it now. It's our show. Oh, you won that race again.
Got it.
God damn it.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Ooh, this one doesn't smell very good.
Uh-oh.
It tastes all right.
Yeah, I've had that. Was it the Starburst?
Yeah, it's the Strawberry Starburst C4 energy.
Okay.
All right.
C4 has a good bomb pop one.
Yeah.
That was very good.
This is only okay. It doesn't taste that much like strawberry. I was like, holy shit, like what better flavor than Strawberry Starburst?
Perfect,
pink
right?
Starburst, if you will.
Yeah.
I've never described it as strawberry in my life until this very moment. Welcome to We Need Wrestling, everybody.
Hello.
Friends. I'm DJ, that's Brett.
Hey.
I want to, I guess, open the show by thanking everyone for listening to us for 4 hours last week.
Yeah, I know everybody truly tuned in for all 4 hours.
I hope you all enjoyed it.
And we appreciate it.
We liked it a lot. Right, yeah, that was last week.
That was last week.
That's crazy. And that was the first Rumbler.
It was.
So
2018 Women's Rumble.
Spoilers, you'll get the Royal Rumbler returns this week,
Absolutely.
Second week of 2024.
Of course.
Doing the 2003 Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
We record them out of order, so I can't even tell you what day of the week it is. If I didn't know we recorded on Thursdays, I'd have no fucking idea.
Get it together.
No.
Just no.
No. But yeah, welcome to WeNeedWrestling. How are you, pal?
Let's man.
Let's talk it out.
Dude, I have zero complaints.
All right, good.
None at all.
I like that about you.
Why, because I don't complain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not that. I mean,
I got nothing to complain about.
I like that you don't fucking complain.
Yeah.
No, I just, it's you're
I'm a positive man.
you got that
I'm laid back.
Not even weekend PMA. You have a lot of you got a lot of the PMA.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Change your fucking positive mental attitude. Change your life.
That's right.
And I'm a miserable fuck.
Yeah.
But
sure.
I'm good, man.
All right.
I chill,
Good.
brother.
Good.
Nothing bothering me.
I like it.
How are you?
I'm good.
Let's go with what's
All
up
right.
with you.
I'm okay.
We're into January.
We are in January.
Yeah, we had some snow.
We did. I got about like 8 or 9 inches up there.
I got about 3,
Yeah.
and it was gone by Tuesday night because of all the rain.
Yeah, it eventually went away, but it was like middle of the night because it got up like 50 up here in the mountains. That's soon to be named Network North.
That's crazy.
Nuts. I went out on the porch at like midnight and it was 50 degrees and I was like, this is not healthy for the planet.
Kind of love it though.
It was nice. I mean, I'll take it. Whatever.
Kind of nice.
It's my time right now. What do I care about future generations?
I'm with you, brother.
No, everything's good, man.
Fuck yeah, that's what I like to hear. I'm reading like a motherfucker.
You are. You're a crazy comic book man.
I am
now.
So
we should do a comic book show as a Patreon with Brett Reads Comics.
Yeah. So in the past 6 days, right?
You've definitely read more comics than I have in 2024.
That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
So I read Batman Long Halloween.
Yes.
Superman Red Sun.
Yes.
And then volumes 1 through 6 of Sin City so far.
Nice.
I'm reading so much.
You are. You're ravenous.
And I only... This is terrible to say.
Yeah.
I only read during working hours.
Oh, that's when I used to get most of my reading done, but like on my breaks and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You work in an industry that has downtime. It's not
nothing wrong with
that.
There's
nothing wrong with that. Not all industries get it, but it's like a perk of your professional life.
Sure is.
Yeah. I used to read when I worked in an office. Like I used to read on my 2 15-minute breaks in my lunch. So like I was reading a book a week, like novels, sometimes comics if I got behind. But yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to read all of Sin City.
Yeah.
7, because that's big.
Is it big?
That's a big old book.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
You
going to...
may not like it.
Well, and there's that too. I'm going to try
to
finish it tomorrow, though.
You do whatever you got to do, pal.
Because then after that, I have the League of Extraordinary
Which is going to be a little dense.
Yeah, that one's going to take me a little bit, which is okay. I'm fine with that.
I'll load you back up with some things.
I can't wait.
We'll see what happens.
I'm all in.
You are all in. It's awesome.
I love it.
It's very fun.
Love it so much.
You're gonna the only problem is you can read through all my good shit, and I'm gonna have to give you like, all right, this is okay.
The only one so far, where I was kind of like, honestly, might have been Superman Red Sun. Okay. I didn't love it.
No,
it's
funny,
and I feel bad because I was like, I don't think I'm a Superman guy.
I gave that to you as a very light, knowing like everything you were reading was very heavy.
Yeah, and I said to you, I like that because it's a light read. Because I read that between Batman Long Halloween and Sin City.
And like Todd said from Long Box Heroes, like it is a weird first Superman comic to give you. Only because the funniest thing about getting you to read comics is like, oh, I'll give them this and this and this. And then I found a couple things I wanted to give you that I don't own, that I had my brain still reverts to pre-Housefire.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, oh, I have that. And then I'm like, wait, why don't I have this? That's super weird. So I just never replaced some of them. But we'll get you there. But yeah, it was weird, but it was a lighter fare. I like that story a lot, but I'm a Superman fan, and so it's like a cool twist on when you really sort of ingrained in the origins of all that sort of stuff.
And I could see that. But
I've also given you like it certainly does not compare. Like it's a cute story compared to because I've been giving you heavy hitters.
I liked when Batman Hatman showed up.
Yeah,
and I liked when Green Goblin
Batman
just didn't even
Green Lantern
didn't even matter.
Wrong universe. Yeah.
What did I say?
Green Goblin.
I thought I said Green Lantern.
I say you said Goblin?
No,
I'll run the tape
run it back.
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah, run it back.
It's fine. Spider-Man, whatever. Spider-Man's lame. No, he's not.
Spider-Man's not lame.
I'm not a Spider-Man guy. I have very little Spider-Man to give you if you want to read any Spider-Man.
I was actually going to pick up Spider-Man 2 pretty soon to start playing that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I finished Miles Morales.
Yeah.
It took me forever.
I like Spider-Man. I just read him a lot when I was younger and haven't really since.
You don't really know much about the video games, right?
No.
So in Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales,
it's a great wrestling podcast.
Tinkerer is like a high school friend of Miles Morales.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Tinkerer is like an old man in the Spider-Man
not an old man.
yeah. All right, I get it. Update the Tinkerer.
Yeah.
Probably, I bet you it's like the grandson of the original Tinkerer or something.
Nope.
No?
Nope. It's a girl.
Oh, well, granddaughter of the original Tingler.
Yeah.
Tingler.
The Tingler?
The Tingler.
All right. Enough comic talk.
Yeah, that's enough. It's a wrestling podcast.
I kind of don't want to stop, but that's all right. It's okay. We're there.
We can do Brett Loves Comics.
You called me a nerd this week.
I did. Because you fucking were like, oh, I saw a new comic book coming out in a month. Are you picking it up?
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Nerd.
You might have to give me the mini of that.
Nerdlinger. I will. I gotta find what boxes in, but I'll give that to you.
Yeah. All right. So from one nerdy thing to another one.
Yes.
Wrestling.
The week in wrestling. So last week was a massive week of wrestling. It's the biggest week of wrestling of the year.
It was crazy.
Every year. Wrestle Kingdom. Everybody's having their new shows starting. All the big stuff. And we talked about a lot of stuff.
We did.
And
we
then
watched a lot of stuff.
And it all sort of quieted down.
It did.
I think a lot of the stuff that a lot of the Japanese promotions tried to do didn't land as well as they had hoped, or at least as I had hoped.
Yeah, it's just there was so much in one day that, things get lost a little bit.
But so we do have it's going to be a bit of a lighter show. We think we say that all the time, but who knows? We find a way to talk too long every week.
You talk too much. Boy, you never shut up.
But that being said, we have no news unless you want to talk about DJ Who Kid witnessing the bloodbath.
No, I don't.
Backstage, which could only be Phil beating the living shit out of Jungle Boy. But
yeah, sorry,
whatever.
People don't want to accept
but,
it. It happened. Deal with it.
But I did pre-Google Pro Wrestling News here. Boop, 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 boop. Pro Wrestling News. There's not a ton. There's Mickey James has a new gig with a fancy job title.
Sure.
Mickey James is in Ohio Valley Wrestling as creative director, head of female talent, and executive producer, which seems like it's just a way to lose money. But good.
She gonna get knocked out by one of the wrestlers too?
I don't know. OVW's trying real hard. They had that documentary, which I think juiced them up a little bit. I watched. I've taken the habit. I don't know why. But I can't even tell you what fucking night it's on. Yeah, but for like the past,
I don't know,
twice,
network nights, nothing.
Not OVW, but twice in the last month, I've caught Women WoW on
it comes
CW.
On like 38, I think.
Yeah. But I don't know what day of the week it is. But I've caught like Michelle and I were watching a movie, I turned the TV on and WoW is on. And from OVW, that Hollywood, whatever her name was, who was on OVW, who was like sort of one of the breakout stars of the documentary, her and her mom, who's also on the documentary, are trucker ladies on WoW.
Oh, good.
And I caught an episode this week where they're now like hip hop trucker ladies called the Mother Truckers.
I hate everything you just said.
And it's all real bad.
Yep. I hate every part of that.
Like I appreciate the effort because they are like seemingly legitimately trying. Like the production value isn't horrid. They all have like different costumes and gimmicks, and like, you know, like there's also like there's another like hip hop group of ladies, and then there's like the model ladies and the mean lady. Like they all have gimmicks that are distinct and costumes that are colorful, outfits that are whatever. But I'm just like, what's happening here? And like they tried to rap. It was very weird. But anyway, OVW, Mickey James, Hollywood, Haley J. Let's see. We're not going to talk about Sting's retirement match until later, because of, you know. Oh, geez. We're a day ago. Velveteen Dreams will do it again. He's trying.
Oh, that was last week.
It says here he reached out to Booker T a day ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But. Yeah. Cultaholic reporting. He reached out to Booker T about returning.
Cool, man.
Yeah, great. Is that there's really like nothing else?
No, it's been a slow week. I'll say
like a lot of social media bitching bullshit.
And that's what I was about to say. It's been a slow week.
Yeah.
Social media, I had to like put it down again the other night. I think it was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
When I saw like the Bischoff Tony Khan stuff. And
whose side are you on?
It just sparked out
in the great Tony Khan Eric Bischoff
I just
battle.
put my phone down.
Yeah.
I go, I don't want to deal with this.
The most interesting thing I saw about that, I know I said like it's all bullshit, and it is somebody said like Bischoff knows the signs of a failing company because he's been involved in 4 of them. Like,
yeah,
he has ridden a bunch of companies into the worst era. Like,
this sounds like an Ed tweet.
I don't think it was Ed. Maybe Ed might have retweeted it. But like, I don't like Eric Bischoff. I think Eric Bischoff, piece of crap. I think Tony Khan needs to be better at stuff. Like, if he's going to come at people, he needs to be better at it. Which is why I had said that he should hire me to write his response tweets.
Oh, there you go.
Because like he's like trying to use like fact stuff because he had called out Jinder, and I actually like Jinder, but it is weird to just have Jinder back on. Like they were pulling the fakie with Jinder for The Rock, and then and then it's a title shot.
Yeah, and again,
super weird. Whatever. It's not the weirdest fucking thing that ever happened in professional wrestling, right? But like, and then the Hook stuff, and the Hook thing is weird. Like, Hook is what he is, and Hook is very popular. But like, I don't know that anybody was clamoring for a Hook Samoa Joe title shot, but it is what it is.
Probably not.
But like Tony does this stuff, and he's like, well, actually, like because they call him out on Abaddon, he's like, well, Abaddon won a match and this and that, and I'm like, Tony, your responses should just be like, go fuck yourself. And your mother, like, just piss people off. Like, don't try and like argue your point in some sort of diplomatic way. If you're going to troll people and you're going to get in arguments with assholes like Eric Bischoff who use these sort of things to promote their podcast, essentially, just start motherfucking them online.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how far you can get with that with advertisers and stuff. Who knows? But yeah, I just
he's chronically online and he needs to. I stopped.
Like I saw it and I just
Nah,
I'm good.
Let the product speak for itself.
Yeah,
and walk away.
I don't need this shit right now.
It doesn't like. I'm not like embarrassed. Like, I see a lot of people like, oh, this is really embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed. Like Tony Khan's kind of cringy anyway because he's a fucking billionaire. Mm-hmm. But I like the product he puts on and whatever. But yeah, it's just weird that he does those things and then gets baited by the person he went after to then embarrass himself. It's a very weird. Yeah. He's very bad at social media.
Between like all that,
maybe he should hire Ed. Ed is very good at social media.
Well, between all that, and then there's random people getting canceled today, and then apparently like people are up in arms because Jeff Jarrett was wearing a bracelet with a Q on it, but I guess the bracelet's for something else. I don't know. This is times when Pod Van Dam needs to have a resurrection. So have a special episode, jam packed, and I will listen. Please.
The bracelet thing. It's to block the radiation from Wi-Fi and shit, which is...
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Oh, man.
So it's not QAnon. It's wacky conspiracy theory,
crazy
like
tinfoil hat shit.
Right, it's nonsense.
I'm so sick of conspiracy shit.
But again...
Between this shit, fucking Aaron Rodgers this week, I couldn't even enjoy...
What did he do this week?
I couldn't enjoy anything.
What did he do this week?
He was on McAfee again. You know, he's been feuding with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. I thought that ended when this shit came out and Kimmel wasn't on the list and he apologized.
So Kimmel, like... completely fucking like ripped Aaron apart for 7 minutes on a monologue.
Oh shit! Okay.
And Aaron was on Pat McAfee the next day, and he's just like, "I don't give a shit what Jimmy Kimmel says about me."
Okay.
And he said something, and I'm pretty sure the quote wasn't. Listen, if I get it wrong, fucking allegedly, whatever, was I'm pretty sure I wouldn't say something as drastic as that if I didn't have some sort of concrete evidence.
Okay.
And then I guess he went on talking about masks and Fauci and all this fucking shit. And I can't even enjoy sports.
And I saw that he's now no longer going to be on McAfee.
No, so
for the rest of the season.
He was on today.
Was he really?
Yeah. He was talking about Belichick and Saban and yeah. So
listen,
yeah.
The one thing about Tony Khan and all these assholes, and even McAfee, they're pro wrestlers to an extent. Pro wrestlers are full of shit.
Pat McAfee loves pro wrestling.
Stop trusting pro wrestlers. Stop looking at pro wrestlers. Stop looking at athletes for advice. Aaron Rodgers, you only know his name because he spent most of his life throwing a ball good.
And listen.
And he's only on this fucking podcast because he blew his fucking Achilles 4 plays in.
It is funny to see, like, the whole, and this is getting off a tangent a little bit, but the whole, like, stick to sports crowd and how they like to pick and choose and who they want to stick to sports. And it's just, I couldn't even enjoy that this week.
Yeah.
Then you had that Stephen A. Smith going after Jason Whitlock. And I'm like, God damn it.
I don't know who Jason Whitlock is.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
Okay.
And it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't enjoy anything right now.
Well, because that's what pulls in the ratings, right? Outrage sells,
and that's
puts asses in seats,
and
brother.
that's why I was like, you know what? I can see why people get wrapped up in comics a little bit.
There you go.
You know, I was like,
comics ain't any better, brother. You're just not in the comic side of social media.
No, and I would like to keep it that way.
Because listen, I've been attacked on social media by comics people.
I remember. Even in our Discord, people were like posting shit about wrestling Twitter people, and I responded saying, I don't know who this is, and I'd really like to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit.
Bro, wrestling journalists, speaking from a wrestling podcast, wrestling journalists aren't real. Wrestlers have had too many concussions for you to take any sort of opinion of theirs with any sort of merit on one side or the other. And stop looking to professional athletes to decide your social and economic issues. Because they're not going to do it. They have a certain skill. They're very good in that certain skill. And they benefit society or already benefit society in a very particular way. Healthcare is not what Aaron Rodgers does for
no. And again, I feel bad for getting off on a tangent about it, but but
it's just
it's just everything crept in to shit I enjoy, and the
world is very chronically online.
Yeah,
and also you don't need to respond to everything that is said on social media.
Crazy, man! Oh my god,
the fact that social media exists to give everyone who wants one an opinion on everything is really a failure of the system.
Yeah,
it really is. But anyway, I guess back to wrestling again. We just alienated a whole bunch of listeners.
I don't care. If you don't like it,
I don't give a shit.
Whatever, dude.
Right. We just lost our entire Green. No, he's not even. I guess there's still people in Green Bay like him. Everyone who listens to this show from Green Bay, Wisconsin, we're like, fuck.
Sorry. Let's go, Jordan Love. I'm rooting for the Packers this weekend. Fuck the Cowboys. There again.
They're playing Cowboys.
Just got you back.
Absolutely.
Go Pack, go.
All right. So. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Coachman piled on Tony Khan. I'm just not fucking interested. Tony needs to stop putting himself in these situations. He needs to stop putting himself on TV. He needs to be the quiet Booker man in the corner.
I respect you, Booker man,
doing his thing because he's putting out a really good product. And AEW is on a bit of a fucking run these last couple of weeks. I feel, and not the pay-per-view, but. The TVs have been good, and I think he's doing some things really right and putting out some fun things and starting to come up with cool new ideas and presentations, and he needs to just run with that and maybe just shut the fuck up a little bit. That being said, that's it for news. I have nothing else.
No. All right.
We do have a question.
We do.
That's not a Timsy question of the week.
No, we have another question, which, hey, you got a question, we'll fucking answer it.
Right.
So this comes from one Mr. Kevin Hellions.
Yes.
If you're listening to Add Odds, I believe he said he's asking the same question there, but he was curious. He wanted to ask us as well.
Because he'll get the better answer here.
Yes, that's honest. I mean,
straight up.
So,
no,
if you'd like to read the question,
I got it. So, Kevin Hellions team on Twitter. So he says, I think this will be my Add Odds question, but I'd like to hear from you two as well. What is your favorite music to play on your way to watch wrestling? That's a typo there. I'm assuming he means wrestling. I have a road trip this weekend, and I'm already blasting songs today at work. Anthrax, Pantera, and some classic Kitty so far. So what do you guys rock out to before a show?
If classic Kitty, it better be Brackish.
Yes.
Because that song rocks.
That Kitty Spit is a great record.
It's a good record.
It's a great record.
I'm currently
on it.
I'm currently going through a list of the 100 best new metal records.
Oh yeah,
of all time.
is that on there?
I don't know yet.
Or is there an earlier one on there? Maybe the one before that.
That's the
on
first
there.
one I think was Spit.
Was it? I thought they had I thought Spit was their first major label.
I don't know because then
whatever.
Oracle was the next one. All
Whatever.
right, that's enough kitty talk.
It sure is.
Forever.
Welcome to KittyCast, everybody.
Meow.
Yeah.
So, boy, what do we listen to? Honestly, we don't listen. We listen to music.
We do.
We don't listen to podcasts.
Almost constantly in the car if we're together.
Yeah.
Really, if I'm in the car at all, I'll listen to music.
Same. Yeah. I listen to podcasts sometimes in the car.
Yeah, sometimes, but yeah, I mean, we're usually rolling together, right? And we have a very similar taste. We, sort of where our friendship originally sort of was created was in that sort of world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we listen to whatever's, sometimes just a random hardcore metal playlist. Obviously Anthrax, Pantera,
Sure.
all that kind of stuff. You're more of the new metal guy than I am. Much more.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss.
Well, it's fine. I like some of it.
That's my world.
But I'm a little more into like the sort of classic punk rock than you are. Like you go a little heavier, I go a little bit lighter with that kind of stuff. I have more designated riding home music.
So riding home music is very essential for late at night. We have certain things we listen to.
Because we're singers.
Yeah.
We like to sing in the fucking car.
There are 2 records that we will sing every fucking word to.
Yes.
We do backing parts together.
Absolutely.
Do I want to say what it is?
Right. It stinks. Like it
sucks because this guy sucks real bad now.
They've only recently re-entered the fold after many years.
I couldn't help it.
But we do on the way home listen to I'm gonna wait for Michelle's groan in the background. The Michael Graves Misfits, famous American Psycho, Famous Monsters, and Cuts from the Crypt, if I remember, because it's not on Spotify. Those records are very
Dr. Fab's Rising Girl
formative when they first came out for us, and Michael Graves is a total piece of garbage now.
Listen, we caught Michael Graves at the tail end.
We did.
So what was it, the American Monster Tour?
American Monster
where
Tour.
He did both records in full, and then it was like, I don't know, a couple months later he came out as a total shithead.
And that sucks, but we've decided after many years off that he's just singing about Pumpkinhead, so we can listen to him.
Unless we're tired of living.
When I get really tired, I have Clutch's Pure Rock Fury that I listen to.
You're a Clutch guy.
That is, I'm a huge Clutch fan. Their first 5 or 6 records, but Pure Rock Fury is a record that I love and a record that I know every single word to. So if I start to get tired, like that comes on to help me make it through. So I really like that record. But when we're driving up, like when we're rolling out to places, and April we're going to be making a trip to Philly, which we've done so many fucking times.
Absolutely.
First of all, he said wrestling shows. If you're going to a concert, you never listen to the band you're going to see.
Nope. The day of. Don't do it. That's bad luck.
But there's always Danzig in our mix.
Danzig for sure.
Always in there.
Yep.
Anthrax usually in there. Metallica, great Metallica.
Yep.
And then hardcore can just go, Biohazard to Life of Agony. Just all around that. Gorilla Biscuits and whatever. Rancid's always in there because we both really like Rancid.
Yeah.
Us together, that's usually the playlist. And if it's not that, it's like we're listening to just random, anything hardcore. So Cro-Mags will always show up.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Throwdown.
Yes. There's been a couple times where we've been on trips more so, the first time we did the DC trip for New Japan, when I lost my fucking mind when Little John came on for some reason.
Right.
I don't know why. I got it very hyped, and I lost it for a little bit. And then I remember we were coming home from some show, and we were listening to Liquid Metal, and it was the listener takeover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And it was some girl, and she just kept playing hit after hit after hit. And I was like, I need to find this girl. I need to marry this woman.
Typo Negative also.
Typo, huge.
Huge of them.
Yeah. Now, say if I'm solo driving home, because I know you said Clutch and stuff.
Yeah.
For me, probably it's been a lot of Dying Fetus.
Okay.
I don't know why.
It's fine.
It's just heavy and fast and slammy and pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of pissed off music when I need to stay awake.
Yeah.
And that's been my go-to.
Yeah.
It's Dying Fetus.
Yeah, you're
in the trenches.
And I like all that stuff. You're the more seasoned, sort of heavier guy for that sort of stuff than I am, and I do like all that stuff. But I grew up like I found where we meet in the middle at hardcore. I found through punk rock, and you found through metal. So it's sort of that's the two ways in.
Yeah,
and they're different.
Something with a lot of energy, man.
Right, that's the thing. I love stuff I can sing along to. I like stuff that I can bang my head and get all amped up to because that's always fun for the ride down.
Listen,
and back.
I like a lot of whack ass shit.
Yeah,
not while I'm driving though.
Right.
I need especially going to a show. I want to feel like the energy. I want to feel good.
Right.
I don't want to listen to shit that I'm sitting at home drinking a cup of tea that I listen to. That's
for sure.
Totally different playlist.
Absolutely.
But that's a great question.
It is a good question, Kevin. So you got your road trip this weekend, so have fun.
Congrats. Good luck.
Do all that.
Be safe, obviously. If you want a playlist, we'll send you one.
Yeah, if you want to listen to some crazy
I
shit.
know we fucked with some of those bands.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
that's there's in the realm.
We're always in that. But we're also way further than that.
Yeah.
And we've seen Anthrax a couple times and they are impossible to follow.
Absolutely.
Neither of us will go see Pantera because they don't exist anymore.
That for me.
And Kitty played locally right in 2000. But I listen to Kitty sometimes at the grocery store, which is a lot of fun.
That's hilarious.
It's really silly of me. But yeah, thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Excited to see what Joe and Adam say on At Odds.
I feel like I already know their answers, but I'll let them answer.
I can guess, but we'll let them do their thing.
I would on a road trip with Joe one time. We're going to listen to some Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
And him and I are going to just bellow it out.
Go.
And you're just going to sit there driving.
I listened to Nine Inch Nails when I was younger.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with them at all. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Downward Spiral. I love Pig or Piggy or Pig or whatever.
I need to get you into the Broken EP.
But yeah, and I've listened to all of it, obviously, but yeah, they're not something that makes into my rotation now necessarily. But I did have all those records when I was a kid.
I mean, we always say
Joe's also deceptively a Metallica fan. You wouldn't think that about him, but he likes early Metallica.
Joe, what's your favorite Metallica song? I'm curious to hear.
Yeah,
and I hope it's the thing that should not be off Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, if we're going to a show that has Nick Gage on it, we listen to Metallica almost exclusively.
I mean, you have to,
right? Because you got to get fucking amped up for that intro.
God, it's the best.
But
all right, so I guess wrestling we watched this week, right?
Yes, not much.
Yeah, seriously, not much.
Yeah.
I didn't watch anything WWE related.
Okay.
I watched the Punk Drew McIntyre promo. It's whatever. You didn't watch it, so it's not worth talking about.
Was this the week? No, The Rock came back last week. Okay, so we already talked about that. Mm-hmm. So there's no new movement on Cody Rhodes getting screwed out of finishing the story, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
And we're both still steadfast on The Rock not working Roman in Australia. That it's going to be Mania.
It's going to be Mania.
All right. Okay. I'm glad we're united.
Listen, if anybody would like to put a wager on it, I am more than happy to do that.
Here it is.
I will eat Joe's John Cena hat if that happens. Yeah, it's Mania. So, didn't watch Rampage at all.
I did.
Is there anything worth talking about?
Yes. So, a few things very briefly. Funny things. It wasn't a great show. Let me just put that out.
When I saw the lineup, I was nope, I'm
it's
good
funny
on
that
this.
you watch Rampage because I've been skipping Rampage and I watched it. I was done with everything last night and I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot to watch Rampage. I'll put on Rampage. So there's an Anna Jay promo where she says she's feeling stagnant and it's time for change. And I was like, well, that's an interesting thing to say on TV.
She didn't come out in a danger fucking segment last night.
And I guess the reason why Harley Cameron is with, not Harley Flanagan, but Harley Cameron is with the Outcasts is because Saraya is trying to use her to distract Cool Hand Ange from liking Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But so we get a match. Statlander and Willow are coming out for a tag match. Okay. And they're wrestling Notorious Mimi.
I don't know who that is.
And Kennedy Hardcastle. Kennedy Hardcastle is Kennedy Copeland. She's GCW sort of that sort of
Was this like a rib for on Edge or something?
So they can't use Copeland because Adam Copeland. So they used Hardcastle. I like it.
Scoundrels.
I think it's funny. I don't know who had a part in that, but I think it's amusing. But Justin Roberts is about to ring announce Stat and Willow, and Stokely rushes the ring and pushes him out of the way and announces Stat.
Oh, so he's trying to get Stat.
He's trying to get right. So because this happens, there's another thing that happens on Dynamite or whatever too, right? Or Collision. But so Stoke stops him and says he has a poem about Statlander where he calls her thicker than a snicker.
When you're right, you're right.
And she smacks him in the back of the head, and he says, my mother's watching. He says, stop that, my mother watches the show.
Okay, I love
which
that.
is really funny. We get Sheeta versus Anna Jay. It's okay. Anna Jay's in brightly colored gear, which I don't think lasts, and because of what happens on Dynamite. It's fine. Sheeta gives her
face turn.
Yeah, Sheeta gives her a brain buster and almost sheer drops her on it. It looks like the Jarrett Junction is breaking up. They have an argument here.
I know they had an argument last week, so
Yes.
do they have another one?
And Lethal's like, maybe I don't need you. Maybe I don't need to be here and whatever. And then we get Yuta versus Commander for the pure title, and I can't tell you a single thing about it, really.
Yep.
So that's just what that is. I like Yuta. I like both those guys. I don't think a pure title match is what fits a Commander match.
No, pure title is very...
It should be rolled in. They should be. It's spoiler for what's coming up on Rampage this week. They need to give Eddie Kingston a fourth belt and just roll that fucker in.
They barely worked in front of ROH crowds.
Right, exactly.
The OG ROH.
That's why Ring of Honor had gotten rid of it.
Here.
And then wasn't it Gresham that brought it back?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so.
You should have to wrestle for the pure. One of the stipulations of wrestling for the pure title is you should have to have 4-inch lifts in your boots.
Just a little guy. Collision?
And on your way out, you have to scream to the crowd where you were ranked in the PWI 500. So they know. It's important information, Brett. Collision.
Tui. Collision.
Yes.
Sting and Darby against the Workhorsemen was such a fun little
It was.
3-4 minute sprint.
Yeah.
Just brawling everywhere.
Yes.
I had fun watching that.
Yeah.
Sting and Darby rock. I'll always watch Sting.
JD Drake hitting Sting with the chair before the bell, and Sting no-sells it because Sting fucking rules.
Why? He's Sting.
One of my favorite things in this whole match, and obviously Sting is a legend and a pro, right? We're going to talk a lot about Sting on this show. I love Sting. You love Sting. Almost nothing can shake my love of Sting.
Yeah.
In this world. There's a spot in this match where Anthony Henry is up against the ropes and Sting runs to give him the lariat, and he's supposed to flip over the back.
Yeah.
And it's a hard fucking bump to do.
It's tough.
I've done it. It's hard. Henry doesn't get over. The timing's a little off. He doesn't get over. And most wrestlers would do it again, right? You'd hit him with another one.
Or they just flop to the mat and roll out.
Right?
Outside.
But Sting grabs him and turns him around and throws him back out. It was so smart. It's obviously you see what he was supposed to do, but it's relatively seamless. I'm take fucking notes because and obviously Sting has 40 years of experience. But yeah, I was just God, he really is just that fucking good. Because people think of Sting. I think a lot of people have the opinion of Sting as just being a meathead, whatever. And is he the most technical wrestler on the planet? Absolutely not. Doesn't have to be. But little shit like that is so smart and so knowledgeable. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
So I'll talk about it now later in the show.
Yeah.
Sting and Flair and Darby cut a promo, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Because Sting was like, "You want vintage promo, Sting? Well, here you go, baby. I'm here with a nature boy, and I'm the Stinger." Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
And they're calling out Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs for Dynamite. It was so much fun. Just seeing him getting real amped up like that, and Darby's cracking a smile the whole time.
Yeah.
That was
I
great.
saw people speculating that Stinger's retirement, he's gonna bust out the surfer makeup. I don't think so. I don't think you need to do that.
He should do it one more time.
I don't know. At this point, he's been this Sting, or at least a variation of this Sting, for a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah, but one time.
Yeah.
Why not?
It would look weird with his hair currently, I think.
Fuck it, do it.
Okay.
Dye your hair blonde.
Put a wig on. Put the little flat top wig on.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Whatever. I'm fine with it, I guess.
The next thing I have is Eddie versus Trent.
Trent versus Eddie, the very next thing on the show. Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
I mean, this was pretty sick, right?
Yeah. Trent's nose gets exploded.
So, do you think his nose got exploded, or do you think he gigged?
Oh, we're thinking he gigged?
I think it was either after the match or later in the match. I thought I saw some gig on the forehead.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Maybe.
I guess we'll see what it is the next time we see him. Because if he's on TV anytime soon, he should have a little bit of bruising or something.
You would think, right?
Either way, he kicks a chop high in the face, and he bleeds. I thought it was great. Sue was front row to watch her son get beat.
Yep.
I think this was the right match to do out of that 4-way. I like Trent. I think Trent's a very talented wrestler. He kicks out of the Northern Lights, which I thought was crazy because Eddie's been using that pretty solidly.
Yep.
So Eddie just hits him with the spike with a sheer drop Northern Lights.
He sure did, and it was awesome.
This match was great, as I thought it would be. Trent's an underrated guy. A lot of people sleep on him. A lot of people think he's more of a tag team wrestler, and he probably is, right? I think he's a little more successful.
Yeah.
Roppongi Vice is more successful than he's ever been in his singles. But the dude can fucking go. He just, I don't know how much he can connect beyond what he already, I think he's at the top level of his connection with the crowd. Sort of thing, and it's not, I'm not taking shots at him. It's just like, I don't think he has a huge personality to be beyond where he is. But he's a really talented, in-ring wrestler.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
So I only have like 3 more things about
That's
the
fine.
show. Hook calling out Samoa Joe.
Yep.
That's random.
It's weird. And this obviously led to what we talked about before, but, I saw a lot of people sort of talking about it, and I saw a lot of people sort of disparaging Hook. And I'm in the middle of the Hook camp, right?
You're not a hooker?
I'm not a hooker. I like Hook just fine. I don't necessarily understand why he got put in the positions that he did, other than just being like Taz's son. He's good enough in the ring.
He's cool.
He's cool, right? He's handsome. He's cool. Everybody loves Taz. Like he's had good matches, but they're short. Like we haven't really seen if he can like really like put together a full match and fucking go. But like the stuff he does in the ring looks good and crisp, and the judo helps and all that. And there's no chance in hell that he beats Samoa Joe, right? But he does have enough of a following that this will get people to cheer, and he is just about as pure white meat of a babyface in this company as you can get. And trying to get people not to cheer Samoa Joe is a very difficult thing to do. Joe's very good at it.
Yep.
But you'll still, even with this, you're still going to get some spattering Joe cheers. But you got to sort of, if there's no storyline, you line him up against the babyface so that he can get booed for beating the shit. Because Hook's going to die. Like, Hook's going to get the shit kicked out of him.
Right?
I would assume. But I'm fine with it. I'm not like, what the fuck is this guy? I don't understand. Blah, blah. Yeah. I'm just like, not like, go Hook. I fucking love you. I'm like, yeah, Hook's cool, man. I don't know, whatever.
It's harmless.
Yeah, it's right. It's harmless. It's fine.
Next thing that I have is the ass match. So if you have anything before that.
Oh, geez. Yeah, okay. I see what you're talking about. BC Golden and Acclaimed have started their, like, we want to be a faction thing, which is odd. But whatever.
I get an enemy of my enemy as my friend.
Sure. And, BC has the guns and Acclaimed has their dad. Edge does a thing here. Edge cuts a promo, and it is a wet fart in church. I don't know. But he says, how about we call it the Cope Open? And nothing, man. Yeah. Just like even crickets were like, I'm not making a noise to this fucking thing.
Nope.
That was rough. And even before this, when Edge came out, I was like, oh man, I think this is the like Edge looks like he's having fucking fun. Even this week when we talk about Dynamite, like Edge is having fucking fun. Like I look at Edge and I'm like, oh. Like I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Like because it's a dude who's out there having fun and like whatever, and maybe he wasn't having so much fun lately in the other place. But this one didn't work. This wasn't good.
Didn't he wrestle Griff Garrison?
And he does. The open challenges for fucking Griff Garrison. Sure. And it's competitive.
Yeah.
It's insane to me that you're like, yeah, Griff Garrison, why not? Whatever.
I think I'd fast forward.
Yeah. Insane. And then Cole Carter tries to do a 450 and Edge rolls out of the way. But as Edge is rolling out of the way, Cole Carter knees him in the head anyway.
Oh, good. That's what Edge needs to take.
Yeah, right.
Shot to the head.
Exactly. But yes, as my first note for this next match, butts the match.
Yes. Listen.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I just saw.
Brother.
I saw
here's
clips and thumbnails and I went, oh, okay.
Sky Blue's getting better. I like Kira Hogan. I think Kira is a certainly capable professional wrestler.
I'm going to steal this from our friend Mike.
Okay.
She is winning the award for the least reaction person on her entrance.
Yes.
She comes out.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Just
right. Nothing.
Nothing. Either way, just nothing.
Oh, and she only ever loses. They don't do anything with her. Like whatever.
Yeah.
I think she should get more of a reaction because of some of her skills. But Sky Blue, sweetheart, dear young lady, just use a Dragon Sleeper. Mm-hmm. You don't need to get into it from anywhere. You don't need to do your weird combination moves. It doesn't look good. She did that dumb thing again with that rolls up into the Dragon Sleeper, which isn't even a Dragon Sleeper. It's wrong. You're not doing the Dragon Sleeper part right. Just use Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper is a cool fucking move. It has a great lineage. People have been using it for fucking ever. And so it's an effective, believable submission. Just do that. I know you're listening. Just do that. Just do that.
I know you're listening.
Just do that.
Yeah.
You're the only show on the Soon to Be Named Network. This is the only show on the Soon to Be Named Network that you listen to. I'm aware of that. Just do a Dragon Sleeper. You'll be cool. It's fine. Nobody's gonna care. Actually, probably do better for you. Just do a Dragon Sleeper. That's it. Just do a Dragon Sleeper. Maybe come up with something else because this thing ain't working. It's not working.
Nope.
Not working.
When I saw who was in it, I watched the entrances, saw what I needed to see, and said, okay,
Right.
I'm good.
It's a rough one.
Last thing I have is the main event.
So you didn't watch Claudio versus Andrew the Giant Everett?
Sure didn't.
Right. Andrew's made a couple appearances on this show before. I'm sure he's a perfectly nice gentleman.
Yeah.
Commentary buys in that, like, oh, this man thinks he's a giant. So what I love about this match was on Claudio's entrance, they do a little picture-in-picture promo.
Okay.
Which they don't do that often, and I think that's cool. That's old school wrestling, where like Claudio was cutting a promo about whatever. Kevin Kelly mentions about that Andrew Everett is a giant. Kevin Kelly needs to knock that the fuck off. So my favorite part, this match is basically a squash. The best part about this match is that Andrew Everett very briefly gets some offense, and he goes up to the top rope to hit a moonsault, like all giants do. And Claudio, the spot is supposed to be at mid-air as he's doing the moonsault. When he turns, Claudio's going to European uppercut him for the finish, right? He does the moonsault. And again, I almost feel bad, like, and I'm not trying to shit on people. It's funny. He does the moonsault, but gets no air. So Claudio takes like half a step in with his arm out to European uppercut and then realizes that this guy is turning, but got no air on his moonsault. So Claudio just lets him fall. He's just like,
attaboy, Claudio.
He's like, nah, I'm good. And then that's it. And then we get House of Black versus FTR in the main.
I love this match. I thought this was great.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
For some people, I saw some disparagements towards FTR last night.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, what'd they do?
Talking about their match quality. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
Uh-huh.
Where?
I saw it. Yeah, FTR House of Black.
Okay.
I love the taunting of Bald's family.
Yeah.
By Buddy Matthews.
Absolutely.
Pretty much the whole match.
Yes.
But yeah, man, this was really good, I thought.
It was very good.
Tag team wrestling.
Yeah, they always deliver. We know that about these guys. My favorite thing in this match happens after the match.
Yeah.
Julia doing the 10-bell salute
while House of Black's beating the shit out of them
in front of their families is an amazing idea.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Like when she comes out and she starts ringing the bell and everybody's just like, oh, she's ringing the bell like to stop them. And then you realize it's a 10-bell, so you're like, oh my God. Like, that is hilariously evil. Yeah,
and Brody's just beating the shit out of everybody, hitting people with like that Rikishi driver, you know? Oh, it was so good. What a good ending to a show.
Yeah, it was really good, really good. It's weird that they sort of, I guess they're collisioners, or colliders, as it were.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm like, oh, we didn't see anything about them on Dynamite, but that's because they're collider people, basically, when they decide to use House of Black. But this seems to be an ongoing thing, right?
I really liked this.
The match is really good, and you sort of embarrass them in front of their families, and the little girl, like Dax's daughter, the fight like the girl shirts they used to have. So I imagine this keeps going.
Dude, like after it ended and the 10 bells was over, and Buddy Matthews is just he's picking up Bald like by his nose and he's just screaming at the family.
Yeah.
That's classic shit to me, man.
So I don't know what you do. I don't know if you get a third to like even the odds in against House of Black.
Dan Garcia.
Oh yeah, Garcia. That's true.
Because he comes out, he helps them, and then he gets annihilated for it.
But let's just could take up a couple of weeks. just do single matches. Mix them up.
Absolutely.
Mix them up. Give me Dax Brody. Give me Cash Buddy.
Cash and
give me Malachi Garcia, and then mix it all up. Then give me Dax Malachi. Mix it all up. Take a bunch of weeks, and then end that fucker 3-on-3 in like a cage or something.
I would love that. God, I would love that.
Something crazy like that. Some sort of stipulation tag match, or
just like
FTR likes the 2 out of 3 falls tag matches.
Even if you do just like a no DQ,
right? A House of Black rules, no DQ, falls
let
them
all
anywhere.
bleed buckets,
right? Lights out match. Something
that would be so.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
Speaking of real cool,
get what you can out of House of Black before Malachi and Buddy go back to the WWE.
I agree.
I'm telling you.
So speaking of cool. Dynamite Homecoming Edition.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, man. I thought Hangman Claudio kicked ass.
I did too. I really like this match. I love the setup of this show.
With the big LED boards?
I like the LED boards. I like that there was a ledge people can walk in front of the crowd.
They've done that before down here.
I like the way they had the ramp set up with a bit of a curvature. Like, I like the lighting. I thought this just looked and felt like a special show. And I know they intended it to be because they're back, and sort of leaned into how important this was during the pandemic.
The history,
right?
They kept referring to it to as our residency as Daly's place, which, that's fine.
But I think it was just such a cool, unique setup. Like, I don't think you can execute it anywhere else, obviously, but like, I think they did a lot of things here better than they do other places, and I think they can learn some lessons from this.
I agree with that.
On how to set up and shoot in other arenas. Obviously, you're not going to have the short raised ramp. Then the curved ramp is like a cool thing, and all that. But like, even when they panned out like the one section of fans that were raised up, like, it just looks cool. Yeah. It looks unique. It looks like different wrestling. And it gives them a bit of an identity. And I really like that setup. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Hanger Claudio coming out is a great way to start it. It's Claudio's first match. Did they say that? It was his first match in Daly's place? Yeah, because he wasn't there when they were doing that. I like that it took 2 buckshots to take him out because Claudio's a motherfucker. Yep. But it's all just to butter up Hangman and lose the swerve again. It's got to be, right? It should be. They're just juicing him up so that you think he's going to beat Swerve, and Swerve's going to go 3-0, which is fine. Yeah. Because think about how long. I'm not comparing these guys necessarily, but like, think about Ospreay and Okada, or Ospreay and Omega, or Omega and Okada. Like, it took a long time for these guys to get wins over the right kind of people. So it's not like, Hangman's going to lose 3-0 and he's dead in the water. Hangman to the AEW crowd is like relatively bulletproof these days. Like, he is. And he grew in that thicker mustache, which I really liked. He's looking good. He looked good. Everybody's saying Magnum TA, and I don't have a problem with that. Terry Allen was a handsome man. Damn right. So I will say it because, spoiler alert, Japan doesn't have shit this week. Yeah. This is my favorite match this week. Okay. Claudio. All right. I really liked it. I don't think there was anything blow away on TV this week. Yeah. But that was my favorite match this week. I liked, after this, they show the little tribute to Brody Lee package and how important he was at Daly's place, and tell the story of how everything shut down literally the week before he was going to debut. Right. He was going to debut in Rochester. Crazy, right? Referred to as the best TNT champ of all time. Show clips of him versus Cody, him versus Mox when they main evented that one pay-per-view. Yeah. Yeah, man. Brody fucking rocked. No doubt he would have held like all the titles by now, right? 100%. He would have won the world title. Absolutely. It was too natural of a talent, too good of a look, like just too crisp in the ring, and like, it's incredibly sad of his passing, and it's like still one of the toughest things, and one of the most tragic things in all of wrestling because of the like sort of the unfulfilled potential. But man, like, just having another shit kicker on the top of this fucking company, like, and then with the other people that they brought in, like, that he could have been going up against, like, he'd be doing some really fucking cool shit. So it's nice that AEW is doing this. WWE does, they tweet about him and they do the thing on their show when it happens and whatever. Yeah. But the fact that AEW is doing a bunch of things to keep his legacy alive is really, really cool and really important, and is not a thing that other wrestling companies will do, because WWE, and when I say that, everybody's talking about WWE, but like WWE loves to position themselves as bigger than anything that happens in the ring. WWE is bigger than any one of their stars.
Yeah,
it wasn't always that way. Hulk Hogan was the guy.
You're here for WWE.
Right. But the fact that AEW can kind of acknowledge that, like, while they're the company, there's people in the company that are super special and important, and that they're not just bigger than their stars. They are their stars. And Brody Lee was one of them, man. Super important.
No doubt. This led into the 8-man tag.
Yes.
It was, Mogul Embassy and Lance Archer.
Yes.
Against Adam Copeland, Dustin Rhodes, Preston Vance.
Vanilla Vance, yes. And Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, that's
and this
right.
is sort of, they did position, because it's the Brody Lee tribute show in a way, they positioned some of his proteges to get wins.
Which was perfect.
Right. Interesting, I don't think Dark Order was on the show at all, but maybe maybe Rampage. So, I don't know what's on Rampage, so...
Spoiler word, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Because there is something that I felt was a giant exclusion from this show that they are running on Rampage, which we'll talk about at the end.
Yeah. I think Joe said it good last night. This felt just like a fun house show match in the best way possible.
This is my match of the week.
Okay.
Just because, like, I just smiled and had so much fun through all of it. It felt like a fun, a house show match. It's the exact right thing to do at this moment, and also sort of hinted to me that, like, maybe they are taking this sort of hint and advice from New Japan and having fun 8-mans that get as many people on TV to get their shit in, and then if you needed to, you can spin this all out and do whatever you need to do. I like this a lot. Most of it is because Edge is just having fun, man.
Yeah.
Like, you could, like, he's like... You can see him, like, doing stuff like, I think OC did the crossbody and he got caught, and so Edge did the drop kick. Like, he's up in the crowd, like, on that ledge celebrating with people. Yeah. Like, he's just really, like, you could see he's like, oh shit, I'm having a lot of fun. And I don't think it was this week he did an interview and he talked about it, and he was like, I'm here because I have kids, they're growing up, and I want to be a dad, and I want to be home with them. And while WWE still sort of wanted him, he's like, this was much more conducive to me being able to be at home and be a parent and still wrestle. He's like, WWE, I'd be on the road 5 days a week. And he's like, this is much easier for me and much more the way I saw myself balancing wrestling with my life.
I don't buy that. Edge ain't working house shows.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Well,
he wasn't.
Yeah.
Even when he was in the he wasn't.
No. I don't keep track of that stuff. So
you'd show up at a TV, pay-per-view match, so he wasn't there all the time.
Yeah.
So
he had pretty full schedule towards the end of this run, though. Like, wasn't he like back to it, like, in heavy angles and stuff? I wasn't watching, so
yeah.
But he was a bit more of a featured guy than years previous, I think.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, but you're probably right. Like, he's not wrestling the Allentown fucking fairgrounds.
No, he's not.
But I like this. I like that OC goozles Brian Cage for a chokeslam.
Yeah, that was fun.
Which is fun. I thought they were just slightly silly and a lot of fun. I enjoyed this match a lot.
There's nothing wrong with matches like this.
Not at all.
Smo Joe comes out.
Yes, we get the BC Gold interview where the Bang Bang Scissor Gang that they try and call themselves.
Sure.
The best thing about this is that one of Billy Gunn's kids told Billy to stay near his fax machine because he knows he still has one. I don't know where they're going with this. I guess you join them together just to have a fallout in a program.
Have a fall, and then your trios feud between these two.
If I'm writing this, what I do, and I think I've said this before on the show when they first started teasing this, but I put them together as a 6-man group. They go out and do whatever, and they're fine, and they're getting along. And then when Juice comes back, he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And that breaks the Bullet Club back out of there.
But Juice would love this.
Maybe.
He'd love the scissor.
That's true.
He's a rock hard man.
It is a rock hard man. We'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's weird. Samoa Joe in a suit,
looking like $1 million.
Right. Looking better than rich kid, good dresser Maxwell Jacob Freeman ever did. Like, it's very weird to have your world champion who just beat the shit out of, like, the rich kid come out and look better than the rich kid.
Smojo's dude, he's a cool motherfucker.
I thought the belt looked like $1 million.
That promo was great.
The promo was awesome.
You can make your little hoe-ass comments on Twitter. That made me so happy when he said that.
Absolutely. Swerve interrupts.
Yeah.
Hanger interrupts.
Swerve and Hangman get in each other's faces. And then Hook comes out. Dude, but I'll tell you what, I like this because they do the little Hook spotlight in the sky now. But he comes out, does a typical circle of the ring, doesn't get on the mic at all, gets nose to nose with Joe.
Yeah.
And just kept saying 1 week, 1 week.
Right.
I thought that's a good use of him.
Cool. Right.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And this promo alone sets up Joe's 3 next opponents.
Yeah.
It is a little odd from like a logic standpoint that Hangman gets ahead of the line of a man who has beaten him twice. But it's fine because, because you gotta get the Swerve at the pay-per-view, and you're not going to ride this out for 2 months. You're going to get Hanger in there. You might even get Hanger Swerve 3, which I don't think you do in here.
I don't want it.
But and Hanger is relatively bulletproof with this company, so I guess you can let him take the loss to Joe.
Yeah, either he takes the loss to Joe at the pape, or Swerve wins.
Right, you're right. And like I said, a few weeks ago on the show, AEW really likes when there's a new champion for them to beat a former champion. And Hanger's the only one around.
Yeah, sure is.
Or at least the only one around that you want to see. Like, Chris Jericho ain't step in the ring to get smacked around by Samoa Joe, unless they play his music the entire time.
More on that in a little bit.
Tony Storm promo.
Deonna Purrazzo, that Italian.
Right. I hope that is Wendy Richter around?
I hope.
They need to have a Wendy Richter appearance.
I love when they said Wendy Richter, she got into a fighting stance. Tony Storm's the best.
Yes.
Stop being curmudgeons if you don't like it.
Right. I don't understand.
Oh, she's so great.
Wendy Richter is 63 years old, so she's the same age as Sting, so she can come back and work a match.
Absolutely.
I just think that'd be a lot of fun. She retired in 2005.
Or just have her make an appearance or something. Right, just make
it. I don't want a match. I just I want Tony to be do like a mini movie or something, and there's this new starlet in town, and it's Wendy Richter. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. It's really funny. It's also such a deep dive. I don't know how many AEW fans are yeah, I remember Wendy Richter matches.
I love that. It's so fucking
It's really funny. And then also when she calls Donna Palazzo.
Yeah, Donna Palazzo, that Italian.
Yeah.
Sammy Ricky.
Now I need to talk about it.
I agree. It was awkward. The post-match.
Yeah. The thing I'll say about Sammy, Sammy's probably my least favorite upper mid-card wrestler in AEW. I just don't get him. He had a great match against Cody. He's very similar to MJF in I don't believe his character. I don't know that they know their character. I think they're trying to be something they want to be, but they're not. But this match was awkward. They didn't have great chemistry. And so that was super weird. But Sammy, and I don't know how you do this, but Sammy Guevara needs an editor. He needs an in-ring editor. He needs to go in the back and be I'm going to do this. He needs to find a vet. Somebody, and be all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this and this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this and this and this, and then we're going to do this and this and this. And somebody needs to go, okay, do half of this, cut that out, do this, stop that. Because he tries to do too many things, and too many things don't work, especially in a match where the chemistry isn't clicking.
Yeah, you can't force it. It was an awkward match.
You can't force it. It was weird.
Yeah, the aftermatch, though, Big Bill comes out. Him and Ricky are beating down Sammy.
Yeah.
Jericho makes the save.
So, the weirdest fucking thing, and I don't know if you noticed this, the ramp is short, right? We know right where it is. It curves. Jericho's music hits. And Big and Rick turn around away from the ramp looking for Jericho.
I don't know.
They turn and look on the opposite side of the ring, and I'm the ramp. Jericho comes from the ramp.
Yeah.
I spit all over you there.
Yep.
He comes from the ramp. What? Why are you looking away? And I was whatever. But they played Jericho's music the whole time.
They sure did.
To drown out the boos. I saw some clips of people there. And it wasn't as many boos as the week before, but it's certainly not a Jericho AEW reaction.
No, they even cut out the quiet parts of the song.
Oh, did they edit the song?
Yeah, they sure did. Ooh. They do the intro. They edit out the whole first chorus. Yeah. It goes, or the first verse goes right into the chorus.
Do you think Jericho asked for that?
Absolutely.
Or do you think they said, "Hey, buddy, we're going to help you out here"?
No. I think it's a little column A, a little column B, because Jericho doesn't want to get booed.
No, absolutely not.
He hates getting booed.
Right.
especially when he's supposed to be a good guy, you know, and when people are booing him from real life shit.
Right. He needs to go away.
Yeah, he really does.
Or he either needs to go away for a little bit and reinvent himself, come back new, or Tony needs to bring in MVP.
I always loved Montel Vontavious Porter.
It's the first ever.
One time him and I talked about Agnostic Front. Yeah. It was cool.
Isn't he? He's first ever New Japan Intercontinental Champion,
sure
right?
is, yeah.
Underrated dude, man. The more I hear about him, and there was a documentary on him a while ago somewhere that's actually like really good.
Well, yeah, he was like he's a full-blown felon, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a cool dude.
Like doing like armed robberies and shit.
Yeah.
I think they robbed a cruise ship.
Yeah, right.
Like, he's a real motherfucker.
He's a real motherfucker.
All I know is if that report is true, shot up the list.
Well, and I like the second part of that report when it circled back and Jericho was supposedly like, I don't fight jobbers. And
he ran away.
He ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
little pussy.
Yeah. I did like MVP liked it. I saw him like a tweet where
did he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I love him even more.
Well, he tweeted out today saying, man, a lot of rumors on the internet, huh? And he liked some tweet where it said, some guy like responded to the story.
Yeah.
And he said, there's no way I could possibly believe that some MVP guy is going to beat up Chris Jericho. And somebody tweeted back at the guy, and this is the one MVP liked, saying, you mean to tell me like a former felon, like brown belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, legit bad motherfucker is going to have a hard time against
6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, like a guy who thinks he's like bigger than life, spoiled rich kid. They said, get the fuck out of here.
Right, exactly.
Liked it.
Yeah.
And then this made sense to me.
I appreciate Jericho's toughness, like going after Lesnar, all that shit. It, not his intelligence, but I liked his chutzpah.
Yeah. It came full circle because I think it was a week ago CM Punk put up a picture of him at MVP.
Oh, really? In response to those rumors and stuff?
No, just he put it up a week ago.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
I was like,
Well, there you go.
He's seeking out MVP to take a picture with.
I guess so. All right.
All right. So after there's the eight women
yes,
tag.
Willow Stat, Anna Jay, Thunder Rosa. This is sort of the Anna Jay feature match for Brody versus the Outcasts, Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Stokely Hathaway in the crowd, holding somebody in the crowd has a sign that says "Stat, let Stoke manage you, Stat."
Yeah,
and Statlander walks over and pulls the sign down, and it's Stokely. Fucking hilarious. I don't know if it lands for everybody, like in the audience or on the internet.
I don't know,
but I think it's funny. I love Stoke.
I like Stoke. I tweeted out today saying, "Oh, glad to see my cousin Leroy made his TV debut."
Okay.
Referring to that clip, he's like, that wasn't me. That was my
funny.
cousin.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
He does have a mustache in it. This was fun enough. I think this is a better match to put on here than like just a random singles between Anna Jay and whoever.
Yeah.
I think this is a smarter way to do it. Anna Jay gets the win and good for her. She was, a part of it and sort of handpicked by Brody to be, so.
Julia got her stars crossed during this.
She did. She definitely did.
Suplex spot.
For sure.
Not great.
Not great, but that's fine.
Roddy Brian Keith.
Yeah, we get the Yuta challenge because Yuta's a grown-ass man.
Oh, yeah, he challenged Eddie.
If you're a grown-ass man, you put that pure title on the line, too, so Eddie can be quadruple crown champion. Roddy Brian Keith. I like Brian Keith a lot.
Yeah.
After this match, I was like, man, TK should come out and give him a contract here. He ain't beating Roddy. Roddy's a very talented fucking professional wrestler, and I hope people start to remember that more that he's in this fucking ring.
Does it seem like Wardlow's already over this shit?
Oh, yeah. Wardlow's heart ain't in this.
He wasn't even wearing like any of the Undisputed Kingdom gear.
Well, and it could be part of the story because they are already sort of abusing him in the storyline where they're like, you're going to give me the title, right? And so it could be him doing subtle sort of character work. Like, I don't really want to be here.
Yeah, he had a lot of Saturday Soccer Dad energy.
Right. Like, I liked being here when we were going after Max, but I don't know that this is really going to work for me. But that's fine. That you can spin that out and get a match or two out of it because the fans fucking love Wardlow. But Wardlow wants to be a WWE guy. Let's just get he wants to be in the WWE, throwing people around, being up on chicken and rice, getting a little bigger. And I don't blame him.
I forgot to mention this too. Boy, Ricky Starks does not want to work with Chris Jericho at this point, huh?
No,
he's over it.
I think everybody is, right?
Yeah. Main event.
We get Gianna Purrazzo versus Red Velvet for Saturday.
Sure.
Sting and Darby versus Takeshita and Hobbs. Tornado tag, which isn't really a tornado tag. It's more of a false count anywhere.
I'm fine with that.
Me too. You call it that. Tornado tag just means you don't have to tag in and out in the tag match and you get everybody in the ring at the same time. Yeah. This becomes a brawl outside everywhere sort of thing. Sting fucking rules, man.
Sting's the best.
Unbelievable. Worried for his health at the end of this one.
For sure. Another person, though, worried for their health, Darby.
He's
fucking crazy.
Taking
I love it.
The double Dutch thing from Takeshita and Hobbs, spinning like Hector Garza out of it, and then just beating himself on that bottom rope in the head. Insane. I was really worried for Sting too, and doing the Scorpion Death Drop off the raised ledge through a table onto a table.
He's fucking crazy.
It's insane. I was really worried for him. Everybody checked on him, but like when he stood up in that ring, took him a bit to get back in the ring, but when he stood up, he wasn't wobbly. He's all good.
He's fucking Sting, man.
Trust in the Stinger.
He's going all out, dude.
Trust in the Stinger. I love him so much. This was fun.
Sting is the best. It was such a joy last night when this happened and everybody in the Discord was losing their minds.
Crazy.
And then, they get on the microphone and Tony Schiavone asks Sting, hey, so who's your final opponent going to be?
Yep.
Music hits.
This hasn't happened in a long time.
That's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Shit.
And I'll tell you what, I wanted to play it real bad, but I've rationalized and coped myself out of it.
Oh, yeah, you coped it?
I coped it.
Cope opened it?
I cope opened it. I'm coping. This is the most the wind has ever been taken out of my fucking sails.
It was a collective groan last night.
And I get that people like/love the Young Bucks.
No doubt.
Right? They were dressed like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. They have new John Waters mustaches. I don't get it. And I understand that Sting has control over this and he's handpicking his opponents and he doesn't want to work a singles match. That's fine. I think it's because he doesn't think he can.
That's part of it.
And maybe he can't. I don't know. I think he could.
I think that's part of it.
I think Darby would be really good and fun, but also he can't really take a ton of Darby's offense because...
Could you imagine Darby hitting him with like a suicide dive?
Right, it would kill him.
Sting would explode.
Right. So, but that seems like the logical sort of passing of the torch, like thanks for the ride sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this, and like, listen, I hate the Young Bucks. It's just what it is. You can like them. You can tell me I'm an idiot for not liking them. You can make whatever sort of sideways comment you want about whatever it happens to be. But like, I hate the Young Bucks. I just do. I don't like what they do in ring.
Same.
I don't like them outside of the ring. I've seen them have good matches. It's not that I think like they're incapable of a good match. They've had some. But there is no way anywhere in my mind grapes, in my head content, did I ever think, Sting's last match should be against the Young Bucks. No, I don't want it against Brock Anderson. No, I don't want it against Ricky Steamboat. I don't want any of that shit. I want something with a person that I like because I love Sting. And it would help if it was a connection, at least in AEW in some way. But the Bucks don't have that connection to them. And, like, what are the Bucks going to do? I guarantee you that they do the fucking I Love You super kick tribute spot again. I guarantee you they just play the hits. If you're going to do, like, if you're just going to do Sting and Darby versus random AEW tag team who's over, which is what this seems to be, then it should be Sting and Darby versus FTR, because at least you could get a feel of a match that Sting can wrestle. Instead, we're going to watch Sting take 3 fucking super kicks. Him and Darby are both going to get Northern Lights suplexed by the one Buck. Like, it's going to look like garbage. Like, I don't expect them to treat Sting with the reverence that Sting deserves on the way out.
I'll say this, they're going to sell their asses off for it.
I hope so.
Yeah, they're going to do that.
And I hope they prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them have matches I liked. But, like, I never in my life... And, like, listen, I know Sting is as old school as you get. Sting's losing this match.
Well, yeah, everybody knows it's his final match.
Right.
You know?
Sting's leaving on his back like
Doing
the
the
right vets do.
Yep.
And I just don't think the Young Bucks deserve and or need that. Does FTR? No. But at least FTR seems like a little bit more, they can slow it down and wrestle more, have the capability to wrestle more of a Sting-style match.
So this is what I brought up before about people talking, because some people came out last night and said, why the fuck isn't this FTR?
Right.
And people were saying, name good FTR matches beside the Briscoe matches. And I'm going...
it'd be easier for me to name bad FTR matches.
I'm going, okay, the Alpha Academy matches back in NXT. Fucking that Bullet Club Gold tag match, which was crazy.
Right. One on my match of the year list.
Just the House of Black match that just happened. Like, what are we talking about here, guys?
Right. And more importantly, you need someone. Sting's a madman, but you need guys who are going to wrestle at Sting's speed and let Sting do what he's going to do. And just like, it's just the Young Bucks, and they're going to do it. I don't think the Young Bucks are like complete assholes where they're going to like go into business for themselves against Sting or anything. They are complete assholes. I mean, the kind of asshole that's going to be like, I'm going to go into business for myself against Stinger. But like, I don't know, man. Like, it just comes because I really don't like them. And I wanted Sting, and like, for real, when they announced his last match, I looked up flights, I looked up costs. I was like, I was sitting on the couch with Michelle, and I'm like, it's Atlanta or Greensboro. There's the only two fucking places that this can happen. And they announced Greensboro, and she looked at me. I'm like, I know Sting, I know wrestling. Like, the only two places it can fucking be. And like, I understand there's nobody of Sting's generation. I'm not wanting any of those guys wheeled out, but like, I just don't think the Bucks are the right answer here. I'm sure the match will be fine. Either. I'm sure that they're going to be on their best behavior, and they're going to want to make sure they give Sting the best match possible. But they're also going to get their dumb shit in.
Yeah.
And the one is still going to do his like hyper offense, run around the ring thing, and the double Northern Lights and all that shit. And I'm just not interested in it. I'm not. I want Sting to have a really good match and go out on his back. I don't want because I will bet money that they do the I'm sorry, I love you super kick spot again. I guarantee they fucking do that to Stinger. And I just can't.
Yeah, I just don't. And it made me not care.
Right. And I said this online, and I meant it. Like, if I had bought tickets to this show going for Sting's last match, I'd probably try and flip them. Because I don't want to see this. I'll watch it on TV happily. Course, I'll be upset. I hope it's good. I'm rooting for it to be better than to be the best Young Bucks match ever, because I think that's what Sting deserves. I'm just not hopeful.
I agree.
Like, I really would. Like, if we were thinking about going, like, this would be a huge fucking bummer for me, for real. And I understand that I'm in the minority of that, and that's fine. It's just, I don't know. It does not work for me in any fucking capacity.
I agree,
and
man.
I love Sting so much. And it is honestly the worst outcome for me.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, you could be like, well, what if they wrestled what if they brought Pillman and they did whatever. All that shit's nonsense. Like, no, out of anybody who is in the position in that card enough to have who have Sting's final match. I'm not going to throw the workhorseman against Sting and Darby here. You know what I mean? Like, nothing against those guys, but like, if you're retiring Sting, you need to have a pretty prominent profile in this company. The Young Bucks are the worst choice for me.
You know who I would have had?
No.
Moxley and Danielson.
Right. Would have been awesome.
Yep.
Would have been great.
Moxley and Danielson.
Right.
Been perfect.
Right. I think, and again, the Bucks, a lot of people, they're super over. I can argue till the blue in the face that they're not the most over in the company. A lot of people are going to argue against me. A lot of people fucking love them.
Yeah.
But like, I want Sting to go out with the utmost reverence as possible for his fucking career. And he's picking it. So like, I can't really argue. Sting's the one who said, yeah, I'll work these guys.
He got tricked.
And I said, I rationalized, because Sting said that Tony Schiavone asked him, like, who's your last opponent going to be? And he didn't say opponents. He didn't say any of that. He said, Sting, your retirement match is coming up. Who's your opponent going to be? And out of surprise, the Young Bucks music hit. And Sting turns to the camera and like rolls his eyes. And I'm like, no. That's because he didn't say opponent. and he didn't get to announce it. So, like, why is it a surprise if that's who he was going to announce anyway?
You were really trying to rationalize that.
I super was. And I'm aware that I'm trying to cope and rationalize beyond thought. But I'm like, what if that happens? And what if it's just because everybody wants to wrestle Sting on the way out? So what if this just happens? What if they're like, well, you interrupted me, so we're going to wrestle this week, and then I'll announce who my opponent is, and so on and so forth. Whatever. Plans change. Who knows what's going to happen? But I had this whole thing in my head about that, and just changing it up and how they interrupted. So the match is going to happen, but it's not going to be his final match because his final match is planned for somebody else, and blah, 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 blah.
You tried.
I tried. It's not happening. I get it. It's fine. It just bummed me out. It's literally, personally, the worst case scenario for me. It really is.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'd be okay if, like, Sting and Darby add FTR to their team.
Yes.
And then Young Bucks add Malachi and Buddy.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that. You know, nothing wrong with that.
I think you could beef up the sides or add another team or something.
Yeah, there'd be nothing wrong with that.
I think for Sting's going out, it needs to be a massive spectacle. It needs to, and I know it's on a pay-per-view and guys are going to be involved in other things, so that'll be kind of tough. But, like, if you can get as many top superstars, like people in this company that you can, to work Sting, I think that's really cool.
Shit, man.
I think Sting deserves the. Sting was unceremoniously retired in the WWE also, if you remember. So I think because of that, I think this time it needs to be twice as big as it would ever be, because he's fucking Sting and he's the best.
I agree, man.
And just having Ric Flair get in the ring and then get lost getting out of it is not enough.
Silverthorne's bold prediction almost came true.
Right, almost. It's not enough.
No.
I think we need a little bit more.
I agree.
I think if he hadn't retired, my dream opponent would be Sting Great Muta at the end of the day.
Well,
but they're both very old men, so
I mean, Muta wouldn't do much it
wouldn't
decline a buck,
right? But it would be bad.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
It'd be bad,
sure. All right, well, I guess we're gonna take a brief pause for the cause here.
Right. Well, Terry Funk moment of the week.
Yes.
Which you picked and played for me. And it's a wild one.
He wants to know if you're going to be afraid.
This is 2 weeks of Afraid of Terry.
I certainly am.
Joey Styles in the locker room of the ECW Arena. I'm standing here with the former Eastern Championship Wrestling television champion, Terry Funk.
Joey Styles, I want to say a couple of things to you people out there and you yourself. Do you realize that I have never been afraid of anything in my life? I have no fear, believe me. I have danced with the Grim Reaper before. I have smelled death in the air before. And let me tell you something else. My father, God bless him, died in my arms, so I know what fear and death is. And I am not afraid of any man. So Paulie dangerously brings a person like Sabu into the ring. He brings him before me, and what does he think I'm going to do? Does he think I'm going to get down on my knees and shudder and shake? Oh, no, I'm not, because I am not afraid of that man. I am not afraid of the Hawk. I am not afraid of King Kong Bundy. I am afraid of no one, and certainly not afraid of Paulie dangerously. Now, Joey Styles, you are about the same size as Paulie dangerously. Am I right or not?
Yeah, about that.
Don't even go ahead and give me into that bullshit the way you're talking to me right now. I'm saying you're about the same size as Paulie dangerously.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And he's not supposed to be afraid of anything.
Right.
Well, let me ask you one thing. Come here. Do you think that he would be afraid if I grabbed him by the collar?
Yes, he would be afraid.
Like I grabbed you?
Yes, he would be afraid.
Are you sure he would be afraid?
I'm sure he would be afraid.
I think you're damn well lying to me.
No, he'd be
so
afraid.
Shut up. Now, let me tell you something else. You don't think he would be afraid with that, do you? But what if I took the same string that I am putting around your neck right now, you little and stuck it around his neck and started to choke him. Do you think that he would be afraid of that? Do you think that you would be afraid of that? Do ya? Why, you damn well right he would, because he would be afraid for his life, for his damn life. That's what he would be afraid of, and that's what you should be afraid of, and that's what Sabu should be afraid of too, because I am the toughest son of a... You damn right I am. Now get out of here, you puke-faced fool.
Hey, look at us. We're in Japan.
We're in Japan.
Very briefly.
Yeah, not for long.
Very briefly.
So
quiet week because everything already happened.
Yeah. So this is from last Friday morning.
Yes.
New Year's Dash.
Yes.
Which is always the big show after Wrestle Kingdom. It wasn't at Cork and Hall this year.
No. Usually it's like giant surprises and crazy turns and twists.
They've kind of toned that down a little bit. They kind of have used the show to set up storylines to move forward. Mm-hmm. I think the last real big surprise was when Suzuki-kun came back.
Yeah.
Or when they turned on AJ Styles when the Bullet Club did that.
Yeah.
I have two things from this show. That's it.
I have two things from this show.
Okay, maybe you might have something different.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Tanahashi and Taguchi.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Ace versus Ass.
Ace versus Ass.
I couldn't not watch this.
That's why when you're like, oh, what's good from it? I go, yeah, I watched the first match.
It's fun. Did you watch it?
I did. I woke up early for it. I watched the shit live, brother.
It's fun. They're friends. When we met Tanahashi, I was wearing my Taguchi shirt, and he was like, "Oh, Taguchi!" Like they're old pals. They're members of Taguchi Japan.
Absolutely.
So I couldn't not watch it. The funniest thing in this match is that this is for the TV title, the television title that Tana just won. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tana does the hip attack and gets booed.
Oh,
in this match.
I saw at one point he got his pants pulled down.
So
by
he
Taguchi.
does, yes. There's a sunset flip and Taguchi pulls Tanahashi's pants down, which is then he gets reversed and loses. Tanahashi wins with his ass out in very small black underwear.
Small black panties? Were they bikini briefs?
They were, actually.
God bless you.
But I thought, obviously I'm going to like it because Taguchi, it's fun. It's what it is. It's, you're not doing anything great here. Tana's knees don't fucking work. But I thought it was funny that when he tried to do a little bit version of the funky weapon and the fans booed.
You want to talk about what got announced after the match?
What got announced after the match?
Matt Riddle.
No, I skipped this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's going to be working New Japan.
I don't give a shit.
Call out Tanahashi.
Yeah.
Tanahashi, very funny in his comments afterwards. He said, he goes, I don't know who that is.
Well, I'll look him up.
I have to go look him up, which I really hope to shoot.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky.
I hope he Googles the right combination of words.
Good job, Rocky Romero.
Is it Rocky bringing these guys in?
It has to be.
It's so stupid. I mean, I get it. Like, if you're trying to bring in WWE's fans, that they're oblivious to the kind of individual that he is. And I guess that works. I don't want to see this match. I hope they don't do anything else with him.
I agree. Even though he is working the Saturday show, him and a surprise tag partner.
Oh, okay. Against Tana and somebody, or
I forget. I don't.
The Battle in the Valley. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I forget who it's against, but it is.
When he can't go to Japan because of all his legal issues, so he has to. Or Weed.
True.
Oh, Weed.
Nope,
that's not true either. Oh, really?
He's already announced for one of the new beginning.
Oh,
shows.
is he? Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's
Tana
good.
over in Japan.
Okay, they're doing it in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't care, man.
I agree. I don't.
There was a time where I liked Riddle.
Absolutely.
But he wore on me even before it was public that he was a piece of crap. At least public to me that he was a piece of crap. Unless this is in NXT in the fight pit, I'm not interested.
The fucking fight pit.
But whatever. And I also don't think it's going to move the needle for New Japan.
I don't either. Did you watch the United Empire Bullet Club War Dogs stuff?
I did not.
Really?
No.
Oh my god, this was so fucking good.
Oh, was it really?
Oh, it just turned into a full-out brawl.
Yeah.
Bell just ringing, 5 guys all are just beating the shit out of each other. Gabe Kidd hits a gusher.
Yeah. I saw the picture of that. Yeah.
At one point, they have Bullet Club War Dogs have Francisco Akira down on the ground, and they're like grinding at his head with a screwdriver.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It got violent.
Cool. Good.
It was so awesome. I love chaos.
I'm
man.
not sold on the War Dogs, so I'm like, I don't know. They need to watch any of this.
I'll tell you what. I like them. I don't love them.
Here's my problem. I like Gabe Kidd. I'm excited for him, Eddie. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Clark Connors I used to like, and then they let him sort of talk and be a character. I'm like, no. And Drilla Maloney grinds on me in a bad fucking way. Yep.
Oh, I don't mind Drilla Maloney.
I don't even know that I've watched him wrestle more than once. I just see him and I'm like, nope.
I don't like you. Mm-mm. Well, it's funny because apparently all those guys' contracts are up.
No, really?
Yeah. Or they're coming up, or
Weird.
I've been seeing the reports of it.
Yeah.
But this is when Ospreay gets on the mic afterwards and he says, "That's it. Enough of this shit. My final night in New Japan. My 5 guys, your 5 guys, not just 5 guys. In a steel cage."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So 5-on-5 cage match.
I like that.
That's going to be chaotic.
I like that Ospreay signed like the biggest wrestling contract of his life that creates generational wealth for his family. And the night before it takes place, he's going to die in a cage. He's going to do a dive off the top of a cage.
You know he's going to.
Absolutely.
It's going to be nuts.
He's going to do his Sky Twister deal off the top of the fucking cage.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait for this.
That's funny. That's cool.
What else did you watch other than the main event?
The TMDK versus Blackpool Chaos Club. That was it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I watched. That and Taguchi.
You mean TMDK versus the God team?
Yes, the Blackpool Chaos Club.
That picture of Okada, Moxley, Danielson, and Ishii together.
Yeah, for sure.
That melted my heart. Wrestling could have ended.
Yeah, so funny.
Would have been all right.
Because like when they do the sort of the announcements and everything, and they were really ham-fisted earlier in the show about Dragon getting on a plane and going back to America.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I've already saw the picture, but I'm like, they're really trying to lay it on thick that like he's not going to be there. And then I like that they announce him like it's Ishii, then it's Mox, then it's Okada, and then it's Dragon, and like the crowds go fucking crazy for Dragon.
Nuts.
Like they love Mox, but they've seen Mox a ton.
Yeah.
And obviously Ishii and Okada. But when Dragon's music hit, I think people don't even believe it at first, and then when he comes out, everybody freaks out. Like babies are crying, like women are passing children
nuts,
to him.
dude.
Like it's just like because it's like a tiny venue too, so like. Like just people.
Dragon he had a smile on his face the whole time he came out.
Yep.
He was high fiving all the fans, just pure baby face.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good to see.
It was awesome. Yeah,
just because the night before he worked as a dickhead cocky heel.
Right. Yep.
24 hours later he comes out and he's just the pride of Japan.
Absolutely.
This match was fun.
It's fun. It's not like this great technical masterpiece.
Show match.
Right. Exactly. It's a bit of a dream team matchup kind of thing. It spins out because TMDK is going to go after the trios tied the never 6-man titles there.
It leads to Kosei Fujita calling out Okada and Okada getting really angry because he's like, great, another young fucking kid I got to beat up.
Right. My friend Kosei Fujita.
Yeah. And Zack Sabre Jr. calling out Danielson.
Right, and we're going to get Zack Sabre Jr. Danielson too, which I'm not. I mean, if they outdo last year's match, it's my match of the year with a bullet. Like, there's nothing that'll come fucking close to it.
I cannot wait for it. I'm so excited. I love Danielson yelling at Zack Sabre Jr. saying, "You're going to tap me out?
Yeah.
You think you're going to fucking tap me out?" Oh, it was so great.
Yeah, for sure. So, and like Sabre is very open about like one of the him getting into wrestling. Dragon was a huge influence.
Yeah,
so it's really cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited. It was a cool picture. It was from what I watched, it was a fun event.
So if you look at Dash last year, the big main event was Okada teaming with Kenny Omega.
Right.
That was crazy. Mm-hmm. So then this team happens to go, holy shit, this is nuts.
Absolutely.
I think it's kind of like a thank you from New Japan to the fans a little bit.
Sure. More low key, lighter, sort of fair.
Yeah.
I guess except for the War Dogs match, but like,
I'm telling you, that was violent.
And then whatever the fuck House of Torture did.
Speaking of,
okay.
The shit happened a couple days ago where Tama Tonga got taken off of New Japan's website.
Big drama because so after Wrestle Kingdom we talked about it. He sort of goes backstage and announces this is his last month with New Japan.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what the fuck? Why would Gato put the fucking belt on him if he's going to leave? And then there's like, well, he didn't tell anybody he was going to leave. That's when everybody found out. Blah, blah, blah.
So this week it got revealed Tama Tonga got removed off the New Japan roster page on the website. And at the never open weight champion was Evil listed already. And Tama did the thing where he responded saying, "What the fuck is this about?" Right. And then it came out, and New Japan put it out, the like CCTV footage of Evil like hacking the computers or whatever to remove it off the website. I think you need to play. If somebody has a question, and it's a weekly question.
Oh, really? This is here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
So Tim asked, and this is a two-parter. Really, it's a one-parter, but before House of Torture, what are some other acts in wrestling that are instant channel changing for you?
Oof.
Because this, it took it to a new level of I don't want to see this.
I haven't watched House of Torture in how long?
I don't care
garbage.
At all.
Yeah, garbage.
This is even worse.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the worst thing about it is that fucking Tama Tonga and his brother used to be guys that I turned the channel on because I wasn't that fucking interested in those guys either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would be your answer for this question?
It's not just Japan based, it's everywhere based, right? Who have I really obviously the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
I really dislike the Young Bucks. Man, like historically, who have I disliked?
To the point where you want to change the channel.
Huh. Do you have one? I gotta think.
I can probably say the Triple H Reign of Terror era. Mm-hmm. It was so boring, and it was just the same fucking 20-minute promos to start Raw, and the matches weren't very good.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know if it was like a rage inducement of it. It was more of a, I just don't care about this.
Yeah.
And I don't want this on my television. Mm-hmm. I'm good. I don't need to watch this anymore.
Man, I'm having a hard time, and I know there's answers out there. I don't know. You probably do you have one for me? Like, do you have one that you think? Because I'm having a hard time. Like, who have I hated other than like the Young Bucks?
I mean, I don't know.
Man, it's tough. Like, turn the channel inducing. Like, House of Torture's real bad.
They're real bad, But like, I know a lot of people got turned off with like when the HBK God, like storyline with Vince, people got turned off of that.
So through
the whole Triple H Katie Vick thing,
through a lot of that stuff, I was casual at best. You know what I mean? Like, so like a lot of that stuff, like turned the channel because I just basically stopped watching wrestling altogether.
I was kind of looking at some shit like the whole like Al Wilson, Don Marie stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching.
Muhammad Hassan and like the terrorist angle that happened that one time.
You know what? Nope, I don't need that, but I'll tell you one that was. Solomon Crow.
Yeah, that's
Solomon Crow is a down note in what was otherwise a pretty fucking good era of NXT.
Yeah.
Definitely
one of the things that didn't stick.
Solomon Crow was bad wrestling TV for sure. And obviously Dana Brooke.
Come on.
And actually, pre his recent resurgence, Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I hated him. I fucking hated him. And I've softened. But I swear to God, I've been thinking this has been keeping me up at night, and I don't. You know what I'm going to say? This is haunting me because it is Royal Rumble season. We're getting to that shortly. When the Royal Rumble happens and we get our fucking numbers, if I get Damian Priest for the third fucking year in a row, I think I'm going to quit wrestling. I'm done.
I pray it happens.
For those of you who don't know, we do the Rumble pool at the house here, and the last 2 years, completely randomized, my number in the men's Rumble has been Damian Priest.
Come on, Damian Priest.
I would lose my goddamn... I will seriously quit watching professional wrestling if I get Damian Priest. No, I won't, but it's hyperbole. I'm a big talker. Little action.
That's probably it for me, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Triple H Reign of Terror is
There's other
just
things
so fucking
that
bad.
I don't like, but I don't know if like change the channel and look at my phone through the match is the same thing because that's like Young Bucks for me.
Yeah, there's definitely some shit I look through the phone, but nothing where I get so offended where I don't.
House
care.
of Torture. For real, I won't even leave it on while it's happening and look at my phone.
Yeah.
If I can burn through it, I burn through it.
Yep.
I fucking hate it.
Oh, it's terrible.
I hate it.
It's the worst shit.
Hate it. Oh, no, here's another thing too. Recently, fucking guys like that Noah brings in that were garbage, like Saxon Huxley and the Samoan guy, the whatever that was.
Lance at Hawaii. Yeah. That's a good point.
Nope.
That's definitely shut it off. I don't care.
No, thank you. I'm out of here.
Very good
Completely
point. I
outta
agree
here.
with you 1,000% about that.
Yep.
Tim, thank you so much for the question. We appreciate you.
Bring that back
My
up.
big dog.
And that was the...
And now the Tim Taylor
And that was the... Thanks, Tim. I always look forward to these.
Yeah, me too.
Keep them coming, pal.
Tim, you're the fucking man.
So, and I promise it'll be at least another month until we agree to take a question from Kevin Hellions.
Oh.
Just because I don't want Timsy to feel bad about his spot on the show.
My spot.
My spot.
Did you buy anything this week?
Yeah, kinda. So I did watch Tokyo Joshi Pro Inspiration 8. And there was two interesting things I want to bring up really quick. They do Maxi Impelli versus Masha Slamovich.
Okay.
And it's a good brawl. The ending's a little weird. But did you know that Masha was trained by Chigusa Nagayo?
Nope.
Yeah, crazy, right?
No idea.
Nuts. Max does Spike Dudley Masha over the top rope into the crowd, which was nice.
Like that.
And the Princess of Princess title #1 contendership battle royal
Involving 5 people.
was a lot of fun.
That's why I didn't watch it.
It basically just becomes like a different combination of one-on-one matches over and over again. It was fun. They do a spot in that match. Visually is insane. They do the Doc and Gordy running the ropes bit, but 4 of them do it at the same time, and I don't know how it works. And Shoko Nakajima, who's the 5th one, is just running out of the ring trying to avoid everyone and leapfrogging people to get out of their way. But
good for you, Shoko.
Anyway, I watched
seen you in a couple months.
I watched most of that show actually. But yeah, so that brings me into what did we buy? We booked our hotel.
We did
for Philly.
Fuck yeah!
Monday we'll be buying tickets, so we'll talk about that next week.
Yep.
Otherwise, I don't think I bought anything.
I didn't buy anything.
Yeah,
collapsible segment.
Good. I'm trying to save money for Mania weekend.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to enter a year of financial responsibility myself. You know, because we want to do things like Mania and some other things. So, but yeah, just our hotel's booked, so we're ready to go.
Fuck yeah!
Tickets Monday for all that stuff. So
can't wait.
Very excited, especially when the pricing came out. And
we'll
see what going on. That's nice. So we'll see what happens. We'll talk about that next week.
Sure will.
Is that it?
That's all I have.
All right.
So before we get to the Rumbler,
I'm gonna hit the plugs.
Yep.
This has been We Need Wrestling. Thanks everybody for listening. You can find us online at WeNeedWrestling.com. Email the show, WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. At We Need Wrestling on social media. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on Twitter, soon-to-be-named-network.com, soon-to-be-named-network.tumblr.com. At Odds with Wrestling, Final Wrestling Plays, Longbox Heroes After Dark, T&M shows, Profane Argument, Puzzle Warriors 3, our other show, Wings on Wings, which is coming back, or which came back this week. And all that sort of great stuff.
I might as well plug it here as well.
Okay.
Myself, Marcus, and Adam.
Right. Yeah.
We did a little bit of like a playoff preview for the NFL. That's up for free on the Ad Odds Patreon feed if you'd like to listen.
And lastly, in the plug section, I've made him wait long enough. And by the time this comes out, it will be past midnight. Happy birthday, Dwicky.
Let's fucking go, Dwicky.
The
29 years young. Woo!
Right? The sixth man, if you will, coming off the bench for almost every show on this network. The multi-tool player, the most valuable man,
5-star recruit.
The 5-star recruit for most of the shows. He does so much stuff for everybody on this network.
Yep.
And most of it, like, just out of, pretty much all of it out of the kindness of his heart, but, like, most of it just unprompted because he's just cool and likes to do shit for us. And he has become a really good friend, and an awesome fucking dude. So happy birthday to you, buddy.
You're the best, Wiki.
If I was where you are, we'd be celebrating. I'd
buy you a sandwich.
Break a leg this weekend in your shows, and
rock it.
all that
You're
stuff.
the fucking man.
Happy birthday, buddy. We love you.
Yes.
That being said, we're out of here. Well, we're out of here now.
Yeah.
But we'll be right back, kind of, in time travel way, with the second Royal Rumbler of the month, covering the 2003 Royal Rumble.
Enjoy.
All right, we ready?
We're ready.
Come along
This is
and ride on a fantastic voyage.
This is the second edition of the Royal Rumbler for 2024.
I'm so excited.
The Royal Rumbler herself has returned.
Hi,
Michelle's here.
Michelle.
Hi.
Not a surprise this time. She knows because
know.
of the last episode that we are doing.
We spun the wheel and made the deal.
We spun the wheel. We made the deal,
Yeah.
and we are visiting where, when?
We're taking a trip to 2003. That's the year I turned 21.
Wow. This is from the Fleet Center in Boston, Massachusetts. In front of 15,338 people.
And we all know I love Boston
You sure do.
so much. It's so great there. So good. And also, I feel like this might be the era of wrestling I know the least about.
You'll be surprised.
Tim and Marcus are very excited for this because
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah.
that wheelhouse for them.
Right. So for me, as I was telling them off air, like I went to college at the end of 2002, and while I didn't last long, I was not watching wrestling. So I don't have any particular memories of this one.
I'm excited for it. I haven't watched it in years.
So we'll see what happens. Apparently, this is Michelle. So you know, there's been a brand split as of 2002, Raw and SmackDown. So the winner does not get to challenge for the world title. The winner of the Royal Rumble gets to challenge for their respective show's champion,
Oh, okay.
Raw or SmackDown.
Or nowadays you get to pick.
Yeah, nowadays you get to pick, and then the second champion gets chosen, or challenger gets chosen out of Elimination Chamber.
Usually, yes.
This is so complicated.
It's not. It's the same deal. It's essentially the same deal.
I remember like wrestling from the 80s because I was growing up at that time. My father watched wrestling in the 80s. And then I remember wrestling from the 90s because my best friend was a wrestling fan.
Right?
And then I know wrestling from now because you two.
So
Sorry.
So this
Sorry.
is 21 years ago.
Right.
You're going to be shocked at the people you recognize.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one will, obviously the Dead Alive counter. We'll do the
Yep.
what company where they're at.
Right.
I don't even remember 2003 very well, like as a year.
Okay.
I don't know if that's because I turned 21 that year or not.
Probably.
Could be. Oh,
I think I just had a lot going on.
Yeah.
I was working at Hot Topic.
So we are at.
I do remember that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl that year. I don't know why I remember that.
that's wild that you remember that.
Watch, that's probably wrong too. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, actually."
Your microphone cord almost just got attacked by a fat cat. She's very interested in what we're doing for like the first time ever for whatever reason.
Mariah, you little shit.
Okay, so we are on the award-winning cock
Yes. The cock is strong in this household.
for the 2003 Royal Rumble, which is season 16, according to the cock.
16th row.
And we are at 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 42 seconds. It is a black screen, and we are going to turn on
and
to
again,
Finkel
2003.
and the rules.
I just assume that John Cena will enter the ring 30 times,
Okay. So we're going to start like
like
we
the
did last
Slim
time
Shady video.
with the rules.
And
And it
or
is,
the
it is
VMAs.
just about an hour long or
Yeah.
so. All right, you ready?
We're
You
ready.
ready, Michelle?
Yeah.
All right. Hitting play now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Yikes. What'd you say this man's name was?
Howard
Howard
Finkel.
Finkel.
The Fink.
Finkel?
Yes.
It's Mean Gene dead?
No.
Now, yes.
I mean, yes, now. He's also dead.
Where's
now.
he? Why
Dead.
isn't he there?
He's
Well,
also
Mean
dead.
Gene's not a ring announcer. Mean Gene was a backstage interviewer.
Oh, I don't know the difference.
This is 90 seconds. That's
I can
important.
guess, so don't tell me.
Okay.
I can guess the difference between backstage interviewer and
Doesn't the Fink have a great voice?
no.
Are you sure?
And he's also got
The Fink's,
no hair.
The Fink's a legend.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
He looks like the kind of guy who like has one earring and you're surprised about it. Does he have one earring?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Speaking of guys with one earring, though.
You know who this is, Michelle?
Who's this? Is this Shawn Michaels before his eye did the thing?
No,
Oh, it's post eye.
but it is Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
And it's, it's in a state. It's not Rockers straight, but
he's
it's
not.
He also looks like an armadillo. That's
He's
like, a
kind
thing.
of Jesus-y here.
yeah.
Jesus-y, really?
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah.
he dressed like a weird Mad Max?
He
then?
became a born again Christian after his drinking got out of control. He lost his smile.
Yeah.
Is this is post return
Yep.
from back injury?
Yeah, because he came back.
Did I just
SummerSlam
see a juggalo out there?
2002.
Probably.
I just saw
Okay.
a Hatchet Man sign.
Absolutely. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. We're down with the clown.
Yeah. Family.
This is a pretty famous HBK look too.
Yes.
This is a big time entrance gear HBK deal.
What is he doing?
Taking off his clothes.
Taking off the entrance gear.
If he's into Jesus now, why does he still have like the sexy boy song?
Well, because
He's sexy for
listen,
Jesus.
He's still sexy. Jesus can't control that, or Jesus can control it. I don't know.
Sexy for Jesus.
He's fucking rub on tan for Jesus. I'll tell you that much.
I feel like his right arm is significantly shorter than his left arm when he just raised it.
Yep.
And that's interesting.
All right, you ready for this
Why
guy?
does it say Y2J? What does that mean?
So
I hate it. I hate it.
funny that you ask, but we'll wait till he comes out.
You'll know who this is.
It could be anybody right now. I don't know. It's a large man.
Is it a large man?
Oh, it's Jericho. He's just pretending.
No.
Oh, no.
I thought his thing said Jericho. What does it say on the back?
Who is that? Pretending
is
to
that?
be
Do you know who
Jericho.
that
I don't fucking know.
Yes, you do.
You definitely know who
How
that
the hell
is.
would I know?
Okay, so look behind Sean.
Oh, there's Jericho.
Yep. That was Christian.
Yeah.
That was Christian?
That's Christian.
Wow. He really had a glow up.
2003 Christian, not sexy, huh?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Good to know. If you're a regular listener, 2023, 2024 Christian is the hottest man in professional wrestling,
Yes.
according to Michelle.
So if I ever travel back to 2003, you'll know who I won't be boning.
Okay. How about Chris Jericho with the
No,
beard,
I'm
the little
also
goatee,
not-
and a rubber band?
Yeah, if you put your beard in a rubber band, I just automatically hate it.
Oh, shit. But yeah, so this is Jericho's
Like
pretty.
you do you, but I hate it.
Jericho's pretty popular here. This is main event Jericho, big time deal.
The length of Shawn Michaels' hair is very strange.
We're still doing unprotected chair shots.
We sure are.
What? So is Christian coming in?
Well, you'll see.
He was distracting.
He was distracting Sean, so that Jericho
Ooh.
could
Oh,
sneak.
look at it. He's bleeding.
Already.
It is.
In a perfectly straight line.
Yep.
Yeah, it
what
sliced him
happens.
perfectly.
It's the metal on the chairs that do it.
You're not allowed to do that. He got hit with the chair in the back, and now he's bleeding in his
He got hit in the
forehead.
chair at the top of the
Hit
head.
I don't think that he did.
He did. It was unprotected chair shot to the head, and that is the world's fastest 90 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Quick.
I'm gonna run a really quick Titan time check here.
All right.
Oh boy.
This is weird.
So,
Why are they showing like high school photos?
because Michelle, this is Chris Nowinski.
So
Chris Nowinski.
yes, so Chris Nowinski, Michelle, very famous for leaving wrestling and becoming a very world-renowned concussion doctor, and one of
good for him.
the men that sort of led a lot of the concussion protocol in WWE because his tenure there was so horribly unsafe.
don't
that
say.
he decided to dedicate his life to
But they
helping
have such a
others.
great reputation for taking care of their wrestlers.
No, they don't.
Right, while they're wrestlers and long after. Such a great profession if you'd like ongoing health care.
Chris Nowinski, also a legit Harvard graduate.
Yes.
That was sarcasm, just in case anybody is curious.
I think everybody knew.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so.
He became a wrestler through Tough Enough.
Shawn Michaels is out before there's even another person in the ring.
It's Jericho. Were him and Jericho feuding at this point?
Yes.
That fucking high school quarterback guy didn't even get in the ring yet.
I think it's Mania this year
There's
where
the Hatchet
Jericho
Man.
and Shawn had a really killer match.
Yeah.
I think that Chris Jericho has too many rubber bands in his hair and facial hair.
Look at how much more Shawn is bleeding now, too. Crazy.
He went too deep. He passed out.
He got a good one. Oh, no, we're about right on Titan time here.
I like the
right.
sign in the back that just says jerks. What's that all about?
All right, here's another guy you'll recognize.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
You don't know who this is?
No.
It's Rey Mysterio.
Oh, that's Rey Mysterio?
It's Rey
Wow.
Ray.
Did he get shorter in his older age?
No,
He's always just been real
He's
tiny.
always like 5'3", yeah.
He looks so much taller
He
here.
doesn't have the mohawk on his thing anymore, or at this point,
Yeah.
so. He's not even that tattooed, which is funny. I mean, he's still pretty heavily tattooed, but not as tattooed as he is now.
Ooh.
This is far too athletic for Chris Jericho.
No, this is what Jericho used to do.
Yeah.
This is Jericho's bread and butter. Nowinski's still not in the ring.
Nope. Chicken shit.
Yep.
He's too busy starring in a high school production of Grease on the outside of the ring.
Nowinski, he got into wrestling through Tough Enough. Michelle, do you know what Tough Enough is?
I don't.
So Tough Enough was a like reality.
I know what Hangin' Tough is.
Well,
It's almost the same
it was like a reality game show type deal that WWF did, where you would try out and then they would train you, and the winner you'd become Tough Enough and you get $1 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Did he win Tough Enough?
No, but he was still good enough that they signed him
To get the deal.
Maybe
So he
did
wasn't
win.
quite tough enough,
No,
but he was
didn't.
tough.
Was
I
it
know
Maven?
one. I know, Maven won,
Yeah,
because it's the
Maven.
first year Maven wins. Yeah.
Maven and Nydia
All right.
won contracts.
Yeah,
Who's
Nydia,
coming
wow.
out now?
Oh, you'll see.
Is it Christian?
Another face you'll recognize.
I'm having a seizure. That's too much. That's too many strobe lights. Is this Edge?
It's
It
Edge.
How
sure
does he
is.
look exactly the same?
He's a little more sunken in these days, but
Yeah.
hitting spears, which is why he broke his neck. But yes, this is like solo wrestler Edge, who I've never really liked.
So far, we've had, including Christian, 3 guys make appearances here that are AEW guys.
Right, and Jericho made an appearance on the first, or not Jericho, Mysterio on the first.
He was on All In,
He was on
right?
All In, the first All In, because he was almost there.
Well, Jericho just got thrown out, but not eliminated because
Yeah.
he went through the middle row.
Yep.
So out of the first 5 guys, 3 of them are currently in AEW.
Wow.
21 years later.
Wait, who is that?
Edge, Jericho,
Yeah.
and Christian. Christian's not out yet, so I guess it's not 5 guys.
Christian didn't actually come out.
That's
He just
true.
came out to pretend to be Jericho,
That's
so could
true.
Jericho come out the other way.
Sean, those feet
Those
touched.
feet definitely touched.
Oh, one. It's only one.
That's bullshit.
It's only
Jimmy
one,
Corderas.
which isn't
Bullshit.
fair for in retrospect to Kerry Von Erich, but whatever. Yeah, Edge definitely wasn't supposed to hit the
no,
ground.
both his shoes hit. You need to let that go.
I'm not up with feet proxies.
You need to let that go.
The rules say both feet.
Yeah.
Not both shoes. I would be much more likely to believe the
still-
argument that nobody's ever been eliminated because their feet don't actually
No.
touch the floor because they're wearing shoes.
Right, I
Except for
mean,
Jimmy Snookerfly Snuka.
That's the thing.
Umaga.
A
Umaga.
shoe is a
Rusev.
proxy for the foot.
I'm not into proxy feet.
What kind of feet are you into?
I'm not in any kind of feet.
Then-
But all right, we got number 6. This is moving quick. This is lightning paced here. They're keeping to that 90 seconds.
Oh, now it's Christian.
Christian.
No, that's really the face he was going with.
Look at that,
it's
it's a singlet,
It's
too.
the face he was born with. This singlet's a
It's
bad
so much
idea.
better now, though. He looks so much
Yeah.
better now. He really aged well.
Yeah. This is a bad. This whole look's a bad look for him.
There's a lot of awkwardly lengthed hair
Yeah.
in this
Wow.
ring.
That is hilarious that Edge just speared Christian considering we just watched them wrestle.
Yep. We sure did.
My God. 21 years
like
later.
pretending to be friends again, and then they.
Oh.
You think Edge's boots hit on that time too? Probably.
Well, they didn't show it. And if we know anything about Royal Rumble, they don't have a camera over there, so we'll never know because that's what happened.
Jesus.
I feel like that may be where he got one of his concussions.
Absolutely. Nowinski got concussed there.
Oh, my God.
That is, he got.
That was fucking
Oh, yeah, they're checking him. He got
gnarly.
murdered
Well,
there.
he's got no right to be out there.
I can't even tell you what wrestling move that was. He just got fucking
They were both
crunched.
like going for like a double drop kick off each
Yeah.
top rope, but Mysterio hit him first. Nowinski bumped and just got his face fucked.
Oh my God, he got
yeah, he's not
crushed.
okay. And
No, he's definitely not
Bronco
okay.
Buster.
Rey Mysterio does not seem to have gotten the memo. That he's not okay.
Jericho not eliminated, right? Just taking a
Not
powder.
eliminated yet.
Now he's got the memo that he's not okay.
Yeah.
And he punched him in the head anyway, so that's cool.
They use
Who's
this
this
how
guy?
dare Chavo.
How dare he? Do you think this is retconned back in? I bet you it is.
I don't
Hello,
know.
who is this?
This is
Chavo Guerrero.
This is Chavo Guerrero.
What? That's
Eddie-
the name that they gave him?
That's his real name.
That's his real name.
Oh, boy.
Eddie Guerrero's nephew.
Yeah, Chavito.
Yeah. Chavo Guerrero Jr. technically. Yeah. You know, you've seen him before,
No.
but you have because he did all the wrestling stunt work and training for Glow.
Yep. He also did
Was
a lot
he
of
in
the wrestling
the show?
coordinating for the Iron Claw.
For the Iron Claw. But yeah, he was on the Glow show, but briefly.
Was
But
he?
he did all the stunt work and like choreography and whatever for Glow.
All right, good for Nowinski to get out
Nowinski,
of
he's
here.
grabbing his head immediately. He is so messed up.
Ugh. Dude, that was like brutal.
Yeah, it was gnarly. Oh my God.
Oh.
There goes Ray.
What is going on in this Rumble? There be jerks. Dead man walks a gator? What did that say? What does that sign say?
Yes.
It's next to the Hatchet Man, so that it doesn't have to make sense. A gatum?
Again.
Oh, that's again. That's horrible
How do you
penmanship.
spell that?
All right.
All right.
Chavo, okay, we're going on a run of people you're not going to know, Chell. So we're going to need your first impressions of these people.
That's Yoshihiro Tajiri, the Japanese
The
buzzsaw.
Japanese buzzsaw. Not to be mistaken with the Japanese fuck saw.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I am still really, I don't know, having some feelings about Christian here that are
You can't-
Not good.
not good feelings.
You don't think he's handsome at all here?
I don't.
Not even a little.
No.
His face is exactly the same. I mean,
No.
he's just aged.
Yeah, he's aged really well.
Okay. That looked terrible to Jerry.
What'd you say?
That looks terrible. To Jerry's move there. That's interesting that he has his face on the side of his tights.
Yeah, this is real bad Christian gear.
It's terrible gear. The singlet with the long boys is a really bad look for him.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Did you just call pants long boys?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the long boys.
Did,
Long boys.
Did
He's wearing-
wrestling rename pants?
Yeah, he's wearing long boys
Yeah,
or shorties.
oh my
Yeah, shorties and long boys.
Yeah, shorties and long boys.
Pants and shorts?
No, because shorties are like the underwears.
Yeah.
Underwear?
The
Or
underwears.
the panties.
Yeah, the panty shape, and then long boys are the longs.
Bloomers?
Bloomers.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Yes, bloomers.
Bloomers.
All right, who do we got?
Yeah, Michelle. No chance of knowing this person. You just you don't even have to comment on Bill DeMott, ladies and gentlemen.
Bill DeMott.
How
I
do
will
you?
just let you know that I read his name as Ball McDermott.
So this is Bill DeMott. The one time.
McDermott.
The one
Call
time.
him Ball McDermott.
The one time. Hugh Morris.
Hugh Morris. Okay. Also not a good wrestling name.
And he would have like the laughing face on his tights. Humorous.
And his finisher was
Get it?
called the No
No.
Laughing Matter.
You don't get it? Humorous.
I mean, I get that it's a bad joke.
He also was a WWE trainer for a little while till it turns out he wasn't very good to the female trainees.
You don't say.
Yeah. So
Bill DeMott.
Ball McDermott. Dermot Mulroney. All right, out of all the people in the ring right now, who are you rooting for?
In the ring now?
Who do you think's going to win out of everybody in here right now?
Edge.
Okay, going for Edge. All right. A little too early, I think, for Edge, but we'll see
Tell
what
you what,
happens.
so far, nobody dead.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah,
dead.
but like John Cena's still going to come out, so John Cena's going to win because maybe
John
this
Cena?
maybe this is before John Cena was John Cena. I don't know.
I mean, we'll find out, I guess. Here comes
In
another
his
person.
like John Deere T-shirt or whatever he's wearing.
Here's another person you're not going to know. So this is a fun Rumble when you don't know anybody. This is good audio.
Does he have trash? Is this the trash man?
I mean, 21 years
He's
later.
the trash man.
21 years later, he certainly is trash.
For those of you listening, it's Tommy Dreamer.
It's Tommy Dreamer, as told by the TD on his Jinko jeans. Look at those jeans he's wrestling in, Joe.
Yeah.
He is, and those are Jinko jeans for
sure
sure.
are.
Yep.
I might have had those Jinko jeans.
Oh,
Not
with
when I was
with
21,
like the
though.
white piping on them.
I definitely
Dreamer's
had
like
them.
35 here. So.
No, I did. I had some black Jinkos that had white piping on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, he's about
They were the goth
35.
Jinkos.
So
That's how you knew you were goth.
Damn right.
So Tommy Dreamer comes from ECW, which is why he has the garbage can full of weapons. Build them almost
Because
lost
he's the
their
trash
game.
man.
There goes Bald McDermott.
You call him the trash man. Mm-hmm. I'm the trash man.
Ooh. Unprotected garbage can lids to concerto kind of there. Trash can concerto.
Why'd you say concerto and then so did he? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy Dreamer, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Collect your paycheck
Tommy.
from back.
Who's
Tommy,
doing
Tommy.
commentary right now?
Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross.
Yep.
Okay, so it is the guy from that I hate. Right?
Yeah, it is Ed Hardy himself.
It's both the guys.
This is pretty reckless Rumble. Like they're being pretty fucking unsafe left and right in this thing.
I'm
But
about
it's
it.
2003.
I know.
This is like after people knew that we should do better, but like
Yeah.
before we did anything about it.
Until Chris Nowinski became the conscious of professional wrestling and made everyone change their
Oh,
fucking...
man, do I love Tajiri.
Oh, the tarantula's so cool. Tajiri rules.
Look at that, though.
Here's a big one that I
know
don't...
Tajiri.
So I don't know this man by this name, according to Wikipedia, but I do know who he is.
We haven't
this
even.
is B2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bull Buchanan.
B2.
So I know Bull Buchanan, but I don't know B2. I also don't know what that's a reference to. Is he running with Cena?
Yes.
Okay.
So he was
B2.
originally seen as original heater.
Yeah, I remember
when Cena
that.
turned heel.
But like, so he came out grabbing his arm. I guess he got jumped backstage. We'll never know. But he's also not in gear.
I feel like you were going to tell me about
Re-entrance gear.
Y2J and you didn't.
Oh, okay. So Y2J. So Chris Jericho jumps.
Hey, B2 already eliminated.
Nice seeing
I
you.
remember Y2K.
Yes. So Chris Jericho is making the jump from WCW in '99. He leaves, and the WWF starts running a Y2K countdown clock on their
so
shows.
a countdown to the millennium.
The countdown to the millennium. And they would run this
Chavo.
clock every show.
And they weren't worried about
And it
the
would-
Y2K bug
right.
shutting everything down.
but it would be in the background. And eventually it was on long enough that, and the number got small enough that people started to realize that there was no way this was a countdown to the millennium. There was not enough time on the clock.
Oh, Jericho just eliminated Edge and
Christian gone at the
so
same
was
time.
it supposed to be and it just went horribly wrong? Or
it
like,
was a countdown to Jericho.
Oh.
Y2 Jericho. And it was for Jericho's date. Look at that.
Dude, that's gnarly.
disgusting.
He must have got hit with a trash
he
can.
did. That is a gross
somebody
move.
he caught him with an edge.
He caught him with the trash man. Caught him with an edge. Chris Jericho, the cricket of professional wrestling.
I don't
And so it
understand
was
why
a
he
countdown
was
to
like
Jericho. So it was Y2 Jericho.
he was like Royal
was-
Rumble's a big deal. I gotta look my best. Somebody get me a dozen tiny rubber bands.
Who has braces? Give me your rubber bands. But yes, Y2J. That's the explanation. It was a countdown.
This
and
is Rob Van Dam.
it is.
Yep.
I read that. Don't get too impressed.
Also in
Fuck.
AEW.
Yeah, Rob.
He's the
kinda.
one with the skeleton dragon yin yang shirt in the
Yes,
back.
exactly.
Remember when we saw Rob Van Dam wrestle a few months ago?
Yep.
He is the human equivalent of a van with a wizard airbrushed on
He
the side of it.
absolutely is.
Absolutely.
That is a very accurate and correct explanation.
Like, what is he? He's wearing like I don't know, Mortal Kombat box. I'm not even sure what this is. It's just the cover to a Mortal Kombat game we've never
It's
played.
got dragons and yin yangs and his name on it.
It's fully airbrushed at the mall.
Yeah.
He just went down to the local mall. He was like, I just need you to airbrush
Funny enough you say
everything
that,
you
Michelle.
got.
I met him at our local mall.
Was he getting? He went to the
Just
airbrusher.
getting
He's
the
like, give me
airbrush shop,
everything you
yes.
got.
Man,
I need a
One of
dragon.
each, please.
I need a yin yang. I need a peace sign.
Was-
I need a wizard. I need letters. I need graffiti.
was all
Give it
of
to me all.
was all of wrestling in 2003 this
Reckless?
unsafe and
Yes,
reckless? They're
dude.
insane.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 2003.
You need to go back
people
and
were like,
watch.
I don't know that I do, but
Oh, you do. Rob Van Dam is
everybody else
10-year-old
been-
Brett's favorite wrestler.
has everyone else been eliminated?
Yeah.
Wow. Jericho
no.
saved himself again. Michelle, I almost got detention in high school for wearing a Rob Van Dam shirt.
Was it just airbrushed? It was just an airbrush
it said
t-shirt?
because his nickname was the whole effing show. Oh, hold on, wait 1 second.
Oh, Matt Hardy version 1.
Oh, Matt Hardy strongly dislikes mustard.
Also, an AEW guy,
That's what we've just
Oh,
learned.
just
And
falling
he
over
just
himself.
tripped.
and that was Shannon Moore with him for whatever
Yep.
reason.
Why
Yeah,
did
because
it
he was
just-
a disciple of Attitude.
I'm sorry. Can we just talk about why like a fucking MS-DOS screen just popped up and telling us that he doesn't like
It was
mustard?
2003, baby.
Yeah, it's Matt facts.
The internet was blowing up.
Yeah,
Used to be able to go to www.matitude.com.
look at how those knees work. That's
Do you think his
remarkable.
Wikipedia page to this day says that he dislikes mustard? Because
no.
should.
if it doesn't, I am going to edit it.
But I had an RVD shirt, and he used to be called the whole effing show.
I think he still wears these pants.
And I had the back of my T-shirt that said the whole effing show, and the teacher got mad at me, and I tried to convince him that the effing stood for fun, that the apostrophe
the
just
whole fun show.
that the apostrophe or whatever just took out the U. It was the placeholder for the U, and then it was the whole fun show. They didn't buy it. I had to turn that T-shirt inside out.
The whole fun show.
The whole fun show. Not great for me in, I don't know,
Look at
whatever,
more AEW
7th
guys.
A teacher once tried to give me detention
Everybody
for
in the
wearing,
ring right now has most recently wrestled for AEW.
That's
for wearing the Marilyn Manson T-shirt that said "Dope Fiend"
Yeah.
on the back. They tried
Right.
to give me detention.
Yeah,
but I was a good kid.
Until you proved them you were on dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "This is a fact. I am a dope fiend."
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Shannon Moore, he retired, huh? After an
God
extensive
damn, so
career in TNA.
All right, that's WCW original Shannon Moore.
It is, for sure.
Number
But right, didn't he
3
have,
count.
he did like the punk rock Shannon Moore in
Yeah.
TNA and then retired?
I was just to read from the book of Dilligaff. And he was a part of Inc.
Jesus Christ. All right, here you go, Chell. I don't think you know this guy,
Oh,
I don't know this person.
but Zeddy Guerrero,
there's your first entry
Chavo's
here.
uncle, and dead.
Who's unfortunately passed away.
Yes. He passed away shortly before. Well,
Eddie Guerrero.
yeah. He passed away in a hotel room. His the heart went. This is also the gear from his Ultimate, isn't it?
His last name
Yes.
sounds. Why is his last name familiar?
Because you saw Chavo Guerrero Jr. just earlier. That's his
Yeah.
nephew. I'm sorry. You're also a big fan of Hector Guerrero, who played Lasertron.
That's true.
You're a big Hector Guerrero mark. That's why you know that last name. Eddie Guerrero, one of the best of all time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Incredible professional wrestler. What year does he win the title?
04.
04, it's the next year.
Yep, because he beats Brock at No Way Out 04.
Okay. Frog split. Oh, kind of.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. On RVD's head.
Yep.
What is going on?
What's the back of Matt Hardy's T-shirt say?
The era of Matitude has arrived.
Oh boy, I
You
hate
didn't
that.
read that. You just knew that.
Absolutely, yeah, dude. Matitude, brother, version 1.
This is the age gap between Brett and I where it gets shown the most.
Because you were what, 14?
Yeah.
I was 21.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy apparently covered in blood.
It looks like it, huh?
Also, AEW wrestler.
Also an AEW wrestler, yep.
They both
He's-
are, aren't they?
They are. He's dripping.
Yes. That's a common thing in wrestling. I don't know why you said it like it's not.
Everybody's got the drips.
Everybody's got the drips.
It's a greasy industry.
Oh, Jesus.
Why did he just pick up paper? Oh, he didn't.
Shannon Moore's helping so Matt doesn't get eliminated.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like the cheating?
I don't care about the cheating so much. I just want this blonde man to go away. There were 2003. They were still they were weaning themselves off the era of blonde men.
Not necessarily.
They don't have as many blonde men now. But they still have a lot here, but they're cutting their hair shorter.
Right.
It's not as much long hair.
You're right.
You're definitely right.
Yeah. That would still hurt Matt. That was not a good plan by Shannon Moore, laying on top of him and taking the swanton.
Jericho's back now.
Yeah, Jericho's been in for a little bit.
All right, here we go. Next entrant.
Okay. Another guy Michelle will not know.
Something new and different for me.
Is this Jamal or Rosie?
This is Rosie.
Why does it say 3-minute warning?
Well,
What's
because
that?
that's the team name.
Look at the Rosie.
Look at Rosie. So does Rosie look like anybody
this
to you?
person
That's
wearing?
Rico.
Rico Constantino.
Yeah, what Rosie's wearing?
I don't know who these names are
This
that
is
you're
Rosie.
saying.
The wrestler that got in the ring
No,
is
the
Rosie.
other guy.
Not Rico Constantino.
How do I know him? Why do you
He won American
him?
Gladiators.
He won American
once.
Gladiators once.
You
Who does Rosie look
You're
like?
significantly
I know.
overestimating how much impact American Gladiator had in
just
my life that I
focus.
remember who won.
Focus.
What?
Look at Rosie.
That's this dirty South large
Yes.
man here.
Look at his face.
Dirty South large man.
And then tell me who he looks like.
Okay, if they show his face, I will try to do
I'm
that.
sure they will.
His shirt says Dirty South.
Sure does. Mm-hmm. And not a real lot of camera time here for Rosie, huh?
And there's not a lot of tall people in the ring right now, so he looks like
He looks
a
extra
foot and a half
large,
taller. He's very large. What's happening?
That was a bunch of shoulder blocks. All right, who we got next?
I don't think that they're really gonna show me his face, DJ.
Oh, so this is Test.
With Stacy Keibler.
Test.
This is Test. Test came into professional wrestling as Motley Crue's bodyguard.
Yes.
Oh.
Also passed away.
Yes.
And then why is Stacy Keibler here?
Because she's his manager.
Yeah, she was a
Oh,
manager.
I
at the
thought she
time.
was a wrestler.
She did sometimes. Mostly a manager.
She also dated George Clooney.
She did.
Yeah, sure did. So Test passed away. Rosie's also passed away.
Rosie
I believe,
also
too,
passed
right?
away, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stacy Keibler is still alive.
And
She
looks
sure is.
fantastic.
Alive and thriving.
Yeah. Big shout out, Stacy Keebs.
Was this when they're referring to Test fans as the testicles?
It's very possible.
Well, I hate that.
Test is the Test. You know Test because he almost married Stephanie McMahon, but
Yeah.
Triple H kidnapped her.
Yeah, and drugged her.
You're also
Married her.
overestimating how much room in my brain is old wrestling knowledge.
Oh, well. I can't believe they're not showing Rosie's face here.
Yeah.
Do you want to just tell me about it?
It's Roman Reigns' brother.
Oh, does he look like Roman Reigns?
He does.
A lot.
A lot. Oh, the Lawler says Jericho's winning it. All right.
What we got?
Oh, Michelle's moment is here. Her time is now.
Oh, it's John Cena. Oh, and he's wearing. What is he rapping?
This
Wow, this is
What is
such
he doing?
early in this rapper
This is
gimmick.
early John Cena where he is a rapper, yes.
No,
Did you not know about this, John Cena?
I didn't. I have no idea. I just always imagine him dressed like a John Deere tractor.
Dudes in one ruthless MC. Yo, it doesn't matter, kid, cause I'll rip your nose off. I can battle you naked with no clothes on, kid.
No, stop.
I'm a witness. Reason number one, I cut you up like cucumbers. Reason number two, this, I be choking you like Spreewell be choking coaches.
No.
It's hard for me to explain to you. But I'm going to win tonight and go on to WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble's just another test, so I got the pass. Y'all dudes are like you give it one leg, you half-ass. Yo, what you talking about, kid? You can't touch it. Throw the double clutch if you down with untouches. Yo, it's not
I don't think I realized fully that his Make-A-Wish period of doing the most Make-A-Wishes is him making amends for this.
Stop to beat me. My style's like
This is apology tour.
you can't beat me.
Do you like the rap there? 90 seconds or what the hell?
Look at Taz.
Taz, baby.
I'm not going to repeat that last man damn.
So that is super early into John Cena's.
He's not even the
rap-
professor of thugonomics yet.
Yeah, he doesn't even have Word Life as the theme song yet.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that he had any character that he ever was. I just thought he was just
So
an
when
idiot.
he was in developmental, he was the prototype.
Oh, next intro.
And then
already.
so here's what actually happened. Oh, that's Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas.
Here's what actually happened with John
is
Cena.
that?
Charlie Haas.
Why isn't it Kurt Angle? It said Kurt
he's a
Angle.
member of Team Angle. They're
Yeah.
a team. That's why. It's the team's entrance.
I hate wrestling. I'm so fucking confused all the time.
That's fine. So, but anyway,
It's so terrible.
John Cena came into the WWE as the prototype because just the way he looked and was built and couldn't show emotion. And they did a Halloween episode.
They were like, "Oh, you're a terrible actor. We're gonna call you this."
Yes, they did
We'll make you a robot.
They did a Halloween episode where they dressed him up as Vanilla Ice,
Okay.
as like a rib,
God
and
bless
made
you,
him
Michelle.
rap.
And then he was like, "I can't rap.
And
I
it
might as well
caught
be
on.
Vanilla Ice forever."
It caught on. He became insanely popular, and that is the beginning of John Cena. He still raps from time to time.
Sure does.
I think mostly, though, he would want people to forget. Oh, look, there's Rosie's face. Ah, you missed it.
No, Dr. Thugonomics was over huge.
Yeah, huge. Huge. I thought he was the professor of the doctor.
He should not be rapping. I'm just gonna throw that out there for the world to hear. I'll let it go.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeff Hardy
one of the
eliminated.
Hardys got eliminated. Which one?
Jeff.
That's Jeff. There's Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, and
What's
Kurt
the other
Angle
one's
are
name?
teaming.
John? John Hardy?
Matt?
Matt.
Oh, Matt Hardy.
John.
Matitude? It's not Johnitude, it's Matitude.
Johnitude.
Go with the program.
Dude, Eddie is so good.
Eddie's fucking great.
Is Chris Jericho going to win? I feel like I already watched
I mean,
a
he
Royal
is
Rumble
still
where
there.
Chris Jericho won. I don't want that. Nobody
All right,
wants
here
that.
we go.
Oh, it's Rafiki.
It's Rikishi.
Rafiki.
Okay. I remember him.
Yeah,
I just
very
thought
good.
that was his name.
He's definitely gonna stink face
well, what's
somebody.
Rafiki then?
That's the
Isn't
bird
it
from the Lion King.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or maybe the baboon. I
there's
don't
a
remember.
bird in the Lion King?
Yeah.
I don't think I haven't seen that. We should watch the Lion King.
I don't think we should.
I haven't seen that in 30 years.
So this right here. So that's his uncle.
Why are they showing me his butt every time I look up?
So Rikishi is the Usos' dad and
Yeah.
Roman Reigns' uncle.
Who's dad?
The Usos.
Who are the Usos?
You know the Uso brothers?
The twins, the Samoan twins that run around with Roman Reigns.
I've never heard of them.
You have. Ooh, gee, what a bump by Quiche.
That was so
Quiche
sick.
ruled too, man.
Quiche?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rikishi.
Rikishi.
Big
You
quiche.
call him quiche?
Yeah,
Big quiche.
Big quiche.
Like the food that you hate?
Yeah, big quiche.
Yeah.
Spelled different though.
Or you call him
quiche is delicious and you should eat
You can
it.
call him Rikishi Fatu.
Yeah,
Make a difference. Fatu.
make a difference. One half of the Samoan twatting.
Or the Sultan.
Ooh, soon to get an action figure this.
That
Sultan.
does not feel like it was 90 seconds.
Do you want me to check Titan time?
No.
All right, look at this guy's face.
Okay, so this is Jamal.
That's Jamal,
Okay.
also known as Umaga.
Yeah, that was
Am I looking at
Umanga.
his face?
Umanga. Because he's also Roman Reigns' brother.
Who's this big
Yeah.
guy that's just milling around in there? Oh, Jericho's finally kicking him now.
Yeah, that's also Roman Reigns' brother.
This guy in the blue outfit, who's that? Did he come in?
Which one?
In the corner where Jericho's trying to get him
Oh,
out
yeah,
right
that's
now.
Test.
Oh, I remember when you talked about him now.
The
I just
testicles.
my brain did not retain what he looked
Oh,
like.
steak face.
Ew.
That was Rikishi's signature move. He put his big old butt on your face.
I like it, but I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it better
Rikishi
when that
was
super
entered
horny
20.
group does it, and the Japanese guys who are super horny.
That's true. Pheromones. They did it better.
They did do it better.
Rikishi's 20. We're flying through. There's only 10 people. Well, yeah,
The
9 people
Rumble's
left.
almost less than an hour.
Yeah, Jamal is 21, so we're pretty close here. That and also, again, Rikishi is Jamal's uncle, so he's currently beating up his uncle.
Yeah.
And him and Jamal and Rosie are a tag team. They're 3-minute warning.
Yeah.
Managed by
Rosie
second
went on to
manager.
become the superhero in training.
That's true.
Somebody else is coming out now.
It's true.
Who we got?
Feels like less than 90 seconds.
Oh. Glenn,
Yep.
the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
Yep.
Wait, what now?
He's the mayor of Knox
He's the
County,
mayor of Knox
Tennessee.
County, Tennessee, and he's a big dummy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Kane.
Kane.
Glenn Jacobs. That's Kane. It's Undertaker's brother.
I don't know.
The big red machine.
Why do you always think that I know everybody?
Because you're smart.
This
you know
is the
Kane.
first time that you've ever told me about
That's
him.
not true.
I've never seen him.
You've seen him.
No.
Don't lie.
Amazing shape.
Yeah, always looked like $1 million. Well,
Like,
not
he
always,
looks
but
great here.
yeah.
Like
His
$1 million
arms are
bucks,
always
but with
giant.
meat on his face.
Oh, Rico.
Rico took Rico's head snapped back hard on that one. That's tough.
Yeah, they might as well be fighting in the parking lot.
Oh. Did he land on Rico?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
That would stink for everyone involved. Shannon Moore still in there trying. Shannon Moore's not even in this Rumble.
He's not. He's not in this Rumble, but he's still in the Rumble.
Oh, by the way, Jamal dead.
Yes. Yeah, Jamal and Rosie both
Jamal and
passed
Rosie
away.
both passed away.
Well,
Oh, Jericho! Look at that!
Ooh,
Ooh,
upper body strength.
wow!
That was very impressive,
Jericho
actually.
could not do that shit now.
God,
He
no.
would have shit his pants.
See, even the dog agrees. All right, what do we got? Who's next?
Shelty.
Another member of Team Angle. This is Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, I didn't get the upset there, Shelty.
Nope. Just ruined Cena's back.
Yeah.
Shelty's a good wrestler, though.
Always love Shelton.
Yeah.
I can't believe that John Cena came out rapping
So Kurt Angle not in this.
really poorly.
But Team Angle
No,
is.
that really hurt your heart, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't respect John Cena anyway. I like him as Peacemaker. That's it.
Well, that's
But,
not
like-
true.
You just don't respect him.
That's not true. We like that Vacation Friends movie he was in. And
We did like Vacation Friends
other things. I don't know.
and other things.
Yeah.
Commercials for Glade garbage bags.
He was funny in Trainwreck.
Trainwreck, yeah.
Not my favorite movie, but he was
Well.
funny in it.
Yeah, I think John Cena's a good man.
I like his work with Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
now I know he's atoning for
Well,
sins past.
So if
because
we
he was
end
a
up
rapper.
if we end up with any other rumbles like after this within like 2 or 3 years, that's all he's doing.
Oh, I hate it.
So you're gonna get a lot more.
Great.
And
So now we're
then
gonna
he
get
adds like,
2004
but then he
next.
adds the rings that cover every knuckle that say Thug Life, and he wears a big chain
Thug
with a
Life.
Word life.
Word Life, and he wears the big chain that has a lock on it. Sucker.
He should have been imprisoned.
Sugar.
Shuck it, ducky.
Sugar Dougie.
Oh. Wow.
This is Booker T.
Booker's
I'm
T.
mad at Booker. I'm mad at Booker T.
Why are you mad at
Because
him?
Booker T fucking sucks at
Like-
commentary.
Oh.
He's also a crank for no reason. Like, he's just a cranky bastard for no fucking reason.
He is a cranky man.
He had a great career. And he's just miserable about it.
Why do you think he's miserable about it?
Because he is.
He does like WWE commentary.
Yeah, he's
for
commentary for
NXT.
NXT.
Do you think he's just sick of being disrespected as a black man by Vince McMahon for 45 years?
No.
Oh,
shit,
Eddie.
Wow, people just bumping willy-nilly in this thing.
Bumping like the way they should bump.
Right, but not a way that has you a long career.
I don't really like the way that JR says Booker T.
Why?
I was just
Because
saying.
it sounds like he's saying booger.
Booger red?
Booger tea.
Booger tea.
Booger tea. Give me some of that booger tea. Debooger it. There boogers in this? All right, Joe. Who do you think's gonna win now?
It's not going to be me. I know that much.
You say it's not going to be me.
Yeah. I didn't
Well,
win.
we're looking
I
at-
didn't win tonight.
We're looking at the 25th entrant right here. 5 more to go. Of those 5, 1, 2, I think you'll know 4 of them. You're not gonna know
Well,
this
it's
guy.
not going to be.
Not this guy. Not the next guy.
It's not going to be this guy for sure. Because
Now they used to make him shave his body hair.
Yeah, like he's his hair.
Baldo bomb.
Yep.
His hair is odd.
That's A-Train, also known as Albert, and also known as Prince Albert.
Dude, I used to love doing
Yeah.
that backbreaker and SmackDown.
Oh yeah,
versus-
absolutely.
or
Also
Here
known
Comes
as
the Pain.
the Giant Bernard. Right, that was him.
Yep. Also known as Lord Tensai.
Lord Tensai. He's one of the trainers now at the
Matt Bloom.
NXT. Matt Bloom. Yeah, they made
Well,
they made
I
the man
hope-
shave his lower back.
Yeah.
Like they could they lined up all his body hair. It's what a weird fucking.
It's weird.
Just let it happen.
So who do I think is going to win?
There's still people coming out that could
I
win.
think somebody who comes out might win because I
Okay.
don't foresee any of these people being
Okay.
winners. I'll be upset if they give it to Jericho because I
Okay.
feel like
Uh-oh.
we saw another year that
Here comes
Jericho
Sean
won.
back for revenge.
pissed. He's doing it for the Lord.
Sean's hair is real bad at this point.
It's a very awkward length.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a length of hair that if he was like in Pearl Jam in 1994.
Yeah, it's very awkward.
It's like a very 90s length of hair.
Ooh, Tess
Jericho.
just dumped Jericho.
Yeah.
So Jericho's
Completely
out.
thrown out by Test. Test. This is no Test.
So what if you land on your back,
Yeah, you're out.
but your feet don't touch?
You're out, I think, right? No, maybe not. I think they might
Your
have.
feet have to touch the ground.
Your feet have to touch the ground, yeah. So I think Kofi's tried that, maybe. Somebody's definitely tried that. But how are you going to get off your back to get back in the ring without your feet touching? That would be very difficult.
Creativity, DJ.
Because
That's
Kofi's done handstands.
Yeah.
I remember.
true.
Oh, Maven from Tough Enough.
So this is the guy who wins the Tough Enough, that reality show we were talking about. He was like a school teacher.
He looks like a school teacher, but
Yeah.
not a good one.
has suddenly had a resurgence in popularity too.
Like he looks like somebody that I could ignore
That's
in
weird.
social studies.
Why is he had a who likes him?
His YouTube channel is
really?
blown up pretty good.
Well, good for him. I'm sure he's got some stories.
Plus, like the Major Brothers kind of helped him
yeah,
out.
that's true.
Do you guys ever have OnlyFans? I can imagine him having a man's OnlyFans.
I'm sure. Yes, gentlemen do have OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
I do not subscribe to any, but I could be talked into it.
Sure. I imagine what the average man makes on OnlyFans versus the average woman is a pretty big gap.
right.
Well,
Like,
the society we live in.
I don't fault it at all. If I had a pair of sick tits, I'd put them up on OnlyFans.
if I had a pair of sick tits,
It's true.
It
sick
takes more than that, though.
It really
Sick
doesn't.
tits. I like how you just shut that down real quick. It doesn't take more than
It doesn't
that.
take more than that. Not for OnlyFans. You're not gonna become a fucking millionaire, but you're not gonna have a regular job if you're just showing them boobies.
All right, who's left in the Royal Rumble? 3 left, I believe.
Yep, Michelle know this guy.
Oh my god. Why is he everywhere?
Well, he's in AEW now, but that's Gold Dust.
Yeah,
Dustin Rhodes.
But why is he so yellow?
Because he's gold.
he was gold.
But
gold
wouldn't
dust.
the outfit be enough? Does he also have to have a gold face?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he likes gold.
He looks like an Oscar.
He looks like a slammy.
there you go. Yeah.
What a fantastic professional wrestler he is.
Was this when he was? I wonder if this was before or after he had Tourette's.
Oh yeah.
Like, for real he had Tourette's?
Nope.
Nope. Storyline.
That's terrible. I hate that. Well, I hope he doesn't
He's looking
win.
a little thick these days here. So
He got electrocuted and then
Yeah.
got Tourette's from it.
And he
That's not a real thing.
teamed
That
up with
doesn't
Booker T.
happen.
Yeah.
I don't know who I think is going to win.
Holy shit! There he goes.
In and out.
You don't mess with Team Angle. That's why. That's what happened. He made a mistake. There's Booker.
Matt
Did
Hardy.
they just say Booker's his teammate? So they are teaming up at this point.
I think Matt Hardy will win.
You're gonna say Matt Hardy wins the Royal
Hardy?
Rumble?
All right.
No.
All your chips are pushed in on Matt Hardy.
We might have to revoke your Royal Rumblership there. Your status as the Royal Rumbler if you're picking Matt Hardy for anything.
There's nobody in this ring that I can imagine winning. Is that terrible?
Oh, Booker T's
there
out.
goes Booker T.
Booker T would have been the only one who I might have guessed would have won.
No, let me see. There's a lot of schlubs right now, like mid Carters in there. Who's the biggest guy left? Rikishi, like not stature, but like place on the card.
Albert.
Who's this, Joe?
Is that Batista?
Sure is.
That's crazy.
Big Dave.
He looks like a baby.
Right?
Yep.
Look at that hair on him.
Uh-huh.
Does he have his navel pierced?
He does.
I think he has a navel tattoo.
and the tattoo, yep.
The sun tattoo.
Uh-huh.
That everybody who's super into Sublime had.
So with Big
Sublime
Dave,
so
that's
much.
true. With Big Dave coming in, he immediately tailed Kane.
Yeah.
Kane could win it. But Big Dave's sort of the biggest, the top guy on the roster now in there, sort of,
at
right?
this point, not yet.
No, not yet.
No.
I guess that's true.
Another 2 years
That's
is
the
when he
testinator
really takes
right
over.
there. Okay. But yeah, so Kane, I think, is the one that's the top of the card.
He's going to eliminate himself.
Who, Big Dave?
Yeah.
No,
Ooh, nice ball.
That was a good bump
Test
by
is
Test.
out.
Test is dead. Did we say that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
With his frosted tips, his glorious frosted tips.
Dude, Batista is such a powerhouse.
He's such a strong dude. Do you think Big Dave's better looking now or then, Joe?
Oof.
Now.
Now, still? So
Yeah.
you like the older guys. That bodes well for me.
Batista just eliminated Rikishi.
I do.
Out.
I think that there's a certain wisdom that comes. Here he just looks like...
That bodes well for me because I look like an 80-year-old bag of shit. So eventually I'll grow into you being attracted to me.
You'll always be
No
younger than
comments.
me,
You just
though.
no-sold that one, right? Oh, there you go. Second to last. This is 29.
Who's this?
You don't know this guy?
I can't. Oh, is it Brock Lesnar?
It's a Brock
No, that's my least favorite thing that anybody ever
This is young
said.
man Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus,
yeah,
what a
He is
fucking monster.
He's a monster. He doesn't have the chest tattoo yet.
he's not going to win.
Is he post shooting star here?
No.
No, he hasn't done the shooting star that landed on his neck yet.
No. This is Mania in 2003 is when he wrestles Angle.
Oh, okay.
And then 2004 is him Goldberg.
Goldberg.
I don't think I know enough about 2003 wrestling to
Bill
guess
Goldberg.
who was going to win.
Okay. I mean, if you knew enough about wrestling, we've already told you.
Yeah.
Is it Rafiki?
He's been eliminated.
No,
He was just eliminated.
Oh, is he?
Dude.
You already
Brock
told me?
is a fucking monster.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Who'd you tell me
He
was
still
going to
is.
win?
We didn't tell you who's going to win. We just told you who faces who down the line that gives it away. But don't think about it. You only got one guy left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lesnar just no regard for human life.
Like 02 to
And just a straight
04,
murderer.
Lesnar is one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah, straight up
ever.
murderer.
So it's going to be Kane, right?
Okay, could be.
It's gotta be Kane.
It's gotta be.
What's that? What's
Okay,
that
it's
from?
Vince McMahon. Vince is here. Thanks for joining the show, Mr. McMahon. All right, last
Here we
entrant.
go. Who do we got?
Last one.
What underwhelming person is this?
Ooh, underwhelming, huh?
Oh, is it The Undertaker?
It's not just The Undertaker, Michelle.
Dead Man Inc.
This is take your care of business. This is the American Bad. Well, not quite the American Badass. He doesn't have that yet, but it is.
No, this is American
It is. He
Badass.
just doesn't come out to it yet. But
No, this is post-American
oh, is it
Badass.
post?
Yeah.
Wow, Kid Rock was 2001 or 2.
He's on a
Dude,
motorcycle.
look at the size
Right?
of Taker.
He's on a
Holy
motorcycle
shit.
and on the chicken and rice is the big difference here. What a fucking monster, too. There's a lot of
Dude,
monsters.
Look at the size of his shoulders.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like the size that he is, it looks like there's clearly a steroid shortage for the rest of humanity.
He's a monster.
Like, he's huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Like nobody else could get steroids because him
He
and
is just
Batista were
punching
taking
everybody
all
in the
of
face
them.
for real too.
Handing out them soup bones.
He sure.
Him, Batista, maybe John Cena. Not quite yet. I don't know.
Whooping
Whoop.
ass like a government mule. Look at there goes
John
Cena.
Fuck you, John Cena. When he go out and
favorite
rap in the
rapper.
parking lot.
I like that you've completely turned on John Cena.
Ooh,
there goes
was ankle
Jamal.
rolled up on.
A little bit. Yeah, good shot, Maven. That was worth it. Drop kick Undertaker in
Right?
the back. Where he's all
Like, dude, you're a
juiced
social
up.
studies teacher. What do you
He
think
was
you're
a
doing?
social studies teacher,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
I knew it. I knew it right away.
Hold on, is that right? I gotta look that up.
If not, he was a gym teacher. He either taught social studies or gym. Those were the only two subjects he's entitled to teach.
Oh, Maven, you're about to take the ride, brother. Yo, look at. There's a lot of beef in this ring right now.
There's a lot of
Except for Rob Van Dam. Everybody else is just beefy.
yes.
Yep.
The way it should be.
He should just have a jean jacket that he could hide under while he's like not wanting to fight. To hide under, people would be like, if he just laid on the floor, people would be like, "Oh, look, there's just like an airbrush jean jacket laying on the ground."
I don't know if Maven was a social studies teacher. Just
Like
in
he
middle
was
school.
though. He was. It's fine. You don't have to look it up. He taught social studies.
Ooh.
Okay. It says he just taught grade 6. That's at that point. I think it's just you just teach everything.
I think RVD and Kane are current tag partners.
Yeah, well, that's why they had that promo
That's
beforehand.
right, yeah.
Because they're like we're tag partners, but in the Royal Rumble, it's
Yeah.
it's any man for himself.
What's happening?
Huh? What's happening? Albert was going to powerbomb Kane.
Yeah, RVD saved him.
Why was Kane so like willing? This is the problem
Oh,
with
there goes
wrestling
Albert.
sometimes
What's
is
the
that
problem with
like
wrestling?
it takes a lot for like the
A-train.
person to be like, oh yeah, you
dare
can
you.
flip me,
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes.
and it looks that way, and it looks terrible, and I hate it.
Oh, what a betrayal!
Oh, Kane,
What a betrayal
you
by
piece of
Kane. You
shit.
see what happened there, Joe? Mm-hmm. He was supposed to help him. They were supposed to be fighting together. That's right. That lady's consoling RVD. It's okay. Look at Big Dave.
Look at the last four.
We got,
Taker, Kane, Big Dave, and Brock.
that's a lot of meat.
Man.
Yeah.
That's all the steroids
This is
right there.
this last four is exactly why Marcus is the way he is.
Yes, this is why Marcus loves wrestling.
Where was Hulk Hogan at this point? Was he out there just weighing like 130 pounds? He was like, I can't
in
get any
TNA.
steroids because they're taking it all.
I know he was already.
03.
I think he was already out of the E by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was too small. He didn't have any steroids left. These four took them all.
Oh, what the fuck did Taker say to Brock with that UFC thing? You
wanna
wanna
do this?
You want to do this? That's what he just said there. Squaring up. There's a lot of meat. Batista looking little, which is funny.
Yeah.
Batista, the smallest guy in this ring right now. Only because Taker has ingested all the protein
Big
backstage.
evil
The
red
smallest,
devil.
but the most successfully roided.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he is cut up and handsome. Also, the most successful acting career. Although 3 of these men have appeared in film.
Yeah, I mean, The Undertaker might be a more successful actor.
You're
true.
a dead man, Ramsey. No wonder you guys don't talk. All three of the 4 have appeared in films.
That's very
Which
true.
one hasn't? Is it Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar. I mean, maybe. I don't think Lesnar.
that-
I don't- yeah, I
no,
don't
they
think
wouldn't
he has.
let him be in a role where he had
Kane
to
stars in See No Evil
read.
and
as a
See
man
No
with
Evil
with a
2.
6-foot penis.
Jacob Goodnight.
Yes.
Who has a 6-foot penis?
Not Hulk Hogan.
No.
Kane is in a movie as it's like a slasher movie where he plays the villain called See No Evil. I have it on DVD if you ever want to watch it. But Vince was giving script notes, and Vince wanted him to have was a 3-foot penis.
Yeah, like a
what?
ginormous penis.
Vince wanted the reveal to be that he had a 3-foot long penis.
Like you had to coil it up and
Like
put it in a
essentially,
like
yeah, like
put
you
it
had
in
to
a
drag it
bag that you
behind
like
him. Yeah.
put over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vince was like, "Ha, great idea, pal." The camera pans up and he's naked and he has the 3-foot penis.
Like, we better get you a fanny pack for your 3-foot penis that you have to coil up like a snake.
Absolutely.
That's hot.
Spoiler
That's
alert,
what
he
women
does
are
not
into.
have the 3-foot penis. But
Oh, you don't say.
He does jam a cell phone down a lady's throat.
It does.
Oh,
and
that's
see no
terrible.
evil. See no evil.
If somebody was born with a 3-foot penis, they would have to have it shortened.
Born with it. Woof.
They would have to have it shortened.
Yeah.
You would have to surgically remove parts of it.
That's not true. You just roll with that thing.
And then sew the tip back to the whatever part you decided you wanted it to be.
The middle. I would insist that they cut the middle section out and reattach it to my body.
They would have to cut out the middle section and then just reattach the tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
But See No Evil is a good movie.
I don't
Never
think
saw
so.
See No Evil 2.
No, I haven't seen See No Evil.
I don't think that I ever want to see a movie that Vince McMahon is giving notes on.
Well. Oculus was also a WWF movie.
Sure was.
What?
Oculus?
Oh, Big Dave is out.
The mirror horror movie, the horror movie about mirrors. That was a WWE produced film. They couldn't find a distributor, so Vince McMahon stepped in.
Didn't Mike Flanagan direct that?
Sure did. Everything you love is connected back to wrestling, Michelle.
Yeah,
That's a
that makes
fact.
me hate life.
Brothers of Destruction. This is an all-time worst Kane look. I hate this look.
Yeah.
This
It's
is an
stinky-
all-time
it's stinky
worst
doo-doo.
Royal Rumble.
No, it's not. But it
That's
is
really bad.
But it is an all-time great Undertaker
the
look.
Undertaker is going to win?
Oh,
Jesus
Big Dave.
Christ.
Big
I
Dave
mean-
trying to come in with a chair. He's already been eliminated. He put his hand up.
Get those hands up, brother.
Dom's horny 24/7. Oh,
No. Oh, no. It's Brock Lesnar won? No.
Brock Lesnar wins.
That's
Brock
terrible.
Lesnar
Why?
wins.
Brett had said he goes on to face Kurt Angle
Yeah.
when he does the shooting star at Mania and
Well, I don't know what that means.
almost dies.
I don't actually know what the purpose of the Royal Rumble is, if
He
we're
does-
being totally honest.
Brock Lesnar does a
it-
move off the top rope and lands on his head.
In my mind, after this is over,
Mm-hmm.
just nothingness happens.
Like
I don't
wrestling
think
doesn't
of-
exist again until the next Royal Rumble.
Exactly. Like, I don't think of like this being like, the NFC Championship before the Super Bowl.
But it is kind
This
of.
essentially is.
Yeah. He gets a challenge for whatever title he wants at Mania.
Yeah.
Look at that baby face. Jesus.
What a young, handsome
Brock
boy.
Lesnar.
Bork Laser.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Brock?
What a disappointment.
Why? What's wrong with Brock?
Like, first of all, he came out last.
No, he didn't.
Second to last.
Second to last.
Okay, so he came out second to last. Who came out last? Undertaker?
Yep. Who hasn't even broken a sweat, by the way.
No.
Yeah. It's pretty common for people in the Rumbles to win who come out really late.
Yeah. Hey, you're out late.
All right, you ready for it, Charlie? He's going to point to the WrestleMania sign. Right now, he's doing the belt gesture. Mm-hmm. Because he wants that belt.
Do you think he'll be better at pointing than Ronda Rousey was?
Everyone is better at pointing than Ronda Rousey.
Everybody is better at everything than Ronda Rousey, but
true.
I'm not sure he will be. He just, I don't like him.
You don't like Brock Lesnar?
No.
Well,
He just seems like a big dumb
where is the
meathead.
WrestleMania sign? There is not one.
No, not back then.
No, they didn't do that back then?
Nope.
Oh.
He's a big dumb
He just wants
meathead.
the strapola.
Oh, it's over.
So, there's the
That's
2003
it.
Royal Rumble,
That's the
Michelle.
Rumble.
What are your thoughts?
Thoughts on the Rumble?
Who's your favorite competitor?
Yep.
Oh boy, that's a hard question.
What was your favorite moment of the Rumble? And don't say the end.
Okay, well, let me think a little. What was my favorite moment of the Rumble? I liked the controversy where somebody got eliminated, but only one foot touched, and so they got to go back. I don't remember who it
That was
was.
Edge.
That was fun,
Okay.
and it was a little confusing when Christian came out pretending to be Jericho. He was wearing the Jericho, like, I don't know, smoking jacket or whatever it was, and then Jericho popped up from the other side. So that was I don't know. That happened.
You like
I
surprises,
remember when
so that
that
was fun.
happened. I hate surprises.
Did you like last week's Rumble better?
Did I like last week's better? I
you
think
remember
I did. I forgot that we watched one already, but
Okay.
I think I did like it. Who won that one? Remind me.
You don't know it either.
No, I don't remember.
It's Oscar.
Yes.
Oh,
and
right.
So
That's
yes.
when we watched was
Yeah,
Oscar.
I liked
That's right.
that one better.
Yeah, of course. You
I
did.
just like women better than I like men, honestly.
fair. Me too.
In all of life, at everything. Sorry, men.
Sorry, dudes.
But yeah, I definitely liked last week's better, but this was fine. It was a little.
It's funny that you say
less
that
John
about
Cena.
women and men, but your favorite current wrestler is literally a man who calls himself the leader of the patriarchy.
I know, but that I mean, it's
how that
it's kind of
works?
like funny though because you know,
Well, and you're objectifying him, so it works.
I am
It's like-
objectifying
it's like
him.
revenge.
yeah, yeah. I think those were my favorite moments.
Okay.
What was the worst part?
The worst part is that Christian wasn't hot at this age.
I understand.
That
yeah.
really takes the wind out of my sails a little bit. But Edge looked exactly the same.
If you could pick anybody else to win instead of Brock Lesnar, who would you have picked?
Edge.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. All right, so that was the 2003 Royal Rumble.
That's it?
Any other thoughts before I spin the wheel for next week's selection?
Make sure your volume's up so we hear the clicking.
I have no other thoughts that I can think of.
Okay.
My volume's up.
I guess the one other thought I have is that those Hardy Boys have been around a long time.
They sure have. There's a lot of AEW people in this.
Yeah,
in
there's a
this one.
lot.
There were.
There was.
All right, so I'm about to spin the wheel.
Make the deal.
My sound is on. If it doesn't go, I'm sorry, but let's
I'll add it in post.
Please don't be 2004.
my sound's on, but it's
Son of a bitch.
It's a silent wheel.
I'll add clicking.
1991.
Oh boy.
I didn't watch that one yet.
Nope.
Nope.
91. Oh, you're getting a classic.
You are.
Who's in 1991? So it's gonna be that Dick Van Patten guy.
You mean the British Bulldog?
British-
I do
Bulldog.
mean the British Bulldog.
Okay.
All right, 91 it is. Wow.
That's good. I'm glad we're getting a classic.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a weird. Is that like a Macho Man era?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Will we be snapping into a Slim Jim?
Do you want to eat Slim Jims while watching it next week? I know how much you love Slim
think we
Jims.
should.
They have like 8,000 milligrams of sodium.
They sure do.
I cannot ever bring myself to eat one.
Yeah.
I'll eat a bite of one maybe, and even that would be like my daily intake of sodium.
You're gonna know a fair amount of people. It's gonna be hard to explain who some of these people are to you because it's a lot of ridiculousness. But there's some Royal Rumbler classics
Absolutely.
all over this thing. So that's gonna be fun, and there will be some controversy about an elimination.
I'm excited.
So,
There sure will be.
and shockingly enough, some overlap from the one we just watched. So,
Wow, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, Michelle, so 91 next week. Any final thoughts for this week?
what do you have to say to your adoring public?
No, I don't have any. But I don't know. I hope that you found my commentary to be entertaining. That if anybody knows if that Mavis Beacon guy was a social studies teacher, let us know.
Mavis Beacon.
That's the typing program, but his name was Mavis, right?
Maven.
Oh, Maven.
Yeah.
And, shout out,
that?
what was it, Bald McDermott or whatever the fuck his name was?
Yeah.
Ball
Ball
McDermott.
Bald
McDermott.
McDermott.
Yeah, Maven. That's his first name, too, I think, for real.
Yep, Maven Huffman.
There you go.
I think that's his name.
All right. That's it.
All right, Michelle.
Nothing else?
That's it.
Thank you once again for
You're
joining
the best
us.
ever.
And you'll be back next week, 1991.
1991.
And then only one more after that
When I
until
was
we get to
9.
the current Rumble. So we're working our way
I
through.
was 2.
I was 7.
Wrestling rules.
Wait, when is Royal Rumble though? February.
Actually, it's January, so I would have been
1.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I would have been 6.
8.
Very good.
We're all ages. Yay for us.
Wait, did you ask when the Royal Rumble is this year? I have no idea.
No, I
January
just meant, like, what
27th.
month.
Oh, is it January 27th? Are we going to be able to get 4 in?
Yeah.
When's the 27th?
It's a Saturday. It's the last Saturday of the month.
Oh, okay.
Today's only the 4th.
Right.
Oh, sorry. If recording day is the 4th. This will air on the 12th.
Yep.
So we have 2 more weeks after this.
Yeah.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So.
What an illusion.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Michelle.
Bye.
Good night.
And good luck.
You're listening to the soon-to-be named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds.